Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. In this particular episode, I was told by the submitter that you just don't really hit anything you want. RNG is bad in basically every aspect of the run, and it just dies out of the gate, basically. They said they replayed it 6 times to no avail. Looking at the score on the first time they played it, 6.9k. Nice. It's actually probably a dataless death or something like that, which is very interesting. It's early game for sure. You definitely, maybe it's ring 4. I'm not sure. I always have a hard time measuring score because it depends also on your shard count at the time. So you could be high on shards and early or low on shards and late. Regardless, it's pretty quick into the game. We are shown Rector with Umbra, so it's not great, okay? We'll just be honest with you. Basically, whatever you plan on doing here, you want to lean into the melting side. And this could look bad if the melting side shows you repeated unplayable units, right? So, okay. I also think Dark Calling is probably the most self-reliant Rector, which means you may probably just aren't shown it, right? And we'll have to see. Harvest can theoretically solo carry the early game, but maybe falls off a cliff if you don't see a Baron or anything good. So it's a little interesting. I don't have much to say based on the clan combo. I usually don't fear this as much as I used to pre-DLC, simply because I think melting is in such an excellent state right now. That said, it is still paired with Umbra. You might not even be shown melting units, right? Imagine a universe where you have double Umbra banners and no unit drafts. You just don't get a melting unit before Ring 3, and you have to solve Daedalus or Talos or whichever it is, some other means. You can usually get away with it by just taking random Gorgers. Crucible Warden and Collector will both beat Ring 3. You won't lose. It won't be pretty, though. So we'll have to see what we're shown and make a play of it. But it is good to be getting back to some Rector. Love playing it. Surprisingly strongly submitted champion in this series. And I think it actually makes sense, right? I've mentioned this before, I believe, but part of the challenge with Rector is understanding how to play Dark Calling correctly, especially in the DLC, and that's not intuitive. And the other thing is, Burnout Rector can just betray you, whereas Harvest Rector can also just kind of suck sometimes. So it's easy to get boxed into lines that just aren't working, and I can imagine a universe where Rector loses for a lot of players. It is very interesting to me to see Rector submitted so often. I talk about this a lot, but Fade has not been submitted once. I think Fade is a considerably more difficult champion to play, though I do believe she is a little formulaic, in the sense that once you've learned the game and become successful, you typically know how to navigate a Fade run to victory from any position. Yeah, especially with the change they made to Eternal Flame, which I think simplified her path selection considerably. Because at the worst case, you play another normal run, and Fade just kills an enemy for you every turn, which, you know what, is pretty awesome. Regardless, I think we'll just have to see what we're shown. There's not much else I can realistically say at this stage. So, yeah, if you are joining us for the first time, let me explain what's going on. Basically, I'm playing viewer submitted runs of Covenant 25 with no mutators of the base game. Basically, if you're playing something and you struggle a whole bunch and you're not sure how the heck to beat it, you play it multiple times, you can't find the line, you can generate the challenge for me, send it my way, and I will run it for you on the channel with all of the usual fanfare and explanation that you would come to expect from me. So basically, I'll play it for you and hopefully win. We're currently on a 29 win streak. Our previous run had 3 copies of a fledgling Imp Welder Helper Endless Monstrosity with Ashes of the Fallen. We had a Gurg's Goad, Horned Warrior, and Imperialist Shardtail Queen, and it quickly navigated itself to a glorious victory. Pretty straightforward, all things considered. So, anyway, that said, I don't really have much else for you. So, yeah, fair enough. We shall continue and see what we're shown. As always, though, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get this going. Good old Rector run. Hell yeah. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm having an acceptable one. It was a Monday, and I don't mind Mondays, especially right now. We're really busy, but man, someone put in their 2-week notice for me today, and it was someone I really didn't want to leave, so I'm struggling with how in the world I replace this person. She's really good, so it's very sad to see her go, but I understand her take, so it is what it is. Just another day of the struggle of hiring good people for my company. But whatever, that's enough of work. I don't want to talk about it any more than that. We are, as I mentioned before, playing Monster Train. We have Default Melting with Default Umbra versus Rage Talos. Interesting. Rage Fell and Diligent Seraph. Diligent Seraph immediately poses a threat because we have a single unit start. It is fortunately not all bad, because this could be the fabled double unit start, but the single unit start still means we have to draft a lot of units. We start with Dripfall, Mind Collapse, and Memento Mori. These are fine. Dripfall disrupts enemy lines, which I love. It dazes things. It's a good solution to a lot of stuff. Mind Collapse is a ping, which it's great. I love starting with those. And then Memento Mori it's not terrible. If we end up going a line where a lot of units die in a combat, we theoretically could see some value out of this. I have played it seriously, unironically in this series. It's not the worst card. I think the big thing that causes this card to be bad is that it starts doing zeros, right? It just does 0 damage on turn 1. And that's really bad, especially for 3 cost. I don't care what the ceiling is. It should be 2 cost, or it should just be changed. So, see what we're shown. Hell's Banners or Mind Jacks. Hell's Banners with Dregs is a great unit-based energy solution. Mind Jacks is not terrible, but I don't know. Do I see myself hyper-stacking a floor? Maybe. Before I click this, let's look ahead. See, Remnant Umbra banners. A Remnant banner with the Steel Shop, so we do see 1. There is a Remnant banner on ring 3 if I desperately decide I need to do something. And an Umbra banner on ring 4. So we have some decent diversity. Double temples in the beginning. Let's see what the late game looks like. We do have a ring 8 and a ring 6 temple. It's not too bad. So it's fine. Our first Hellvent is ring 4, then 5, then 8. So relatively early, but not too early. I could see this going a lot of directions. You never want to count on rare units, but Mind Jacks is a good solution for something like Big Sludge, right? A super stacked floor. It is essentially makes middle pretty playable, and if we play Paraffin Enforcer into something, it might not be bad. I think it's just got to be Hell's Banners, though. It solves Ember in a pretty significant way between Morsels and Dregs. And I like that. It makes things like Memento Mori playable out of the gate, potentially. Yeah, I'm going to take Hell's Banners. You're basically asking yourself, am I solving Ember or am I solving Space? And I would rather solve Ember here, because if I solve Space, I may still want to play top floor anyway, which means Mind Jacks doesn't help me. So we take Hell's Banners. Okay, Forge, what do we get? Okay, so they didn't show me the easy answer here. The easy answer being ye old... Yeah, Dark Calling would have been, quote, I don't want to say easy. It's hard to navigate, but it's a consistent line that I'm confident in. Right? I think that easily navigates, I say that in quotes again, navigates the early game. It's Harvest here. It just is. You know, a lot of people send it on Burnout Rector, and Burnout Rector is good, but I have a lot of issue with, in a win streak run, for me, picking Burnout Rector with no kind of consideration for keeping Burnout Rector alive in the start. You're looking for a few commons to take it, right? In my opinion, we look at the logbook real fast. Pop open Melting. You're looking for Purifying Cleanse, 1. You're looking for Hallowed Drippings, 2. You're looking for any of the uncommon reform cards, right? That is an option. Or you're looking for Molded or Wicklash. You've got a lot of hits. That's like 4 different variations of a start that could realistically solve Burnout Rector in some fashion. I think Molded is the best because it doesn't matter if he burns out, you just elevator him or something. And obviously you could draft something from Ring 1. But how do you not lose Ring 1 if you just don't hit Rector in time? There is a chance you don't, right? 22 card deck, you have 3 rounds of enemies, right? It's enemy, and then it's, what is it called? Brief Respite, that's the word. And then you have boss, so 4. Boss reaches your top floor on your 6th round. So if you run the math on that, you have 22, so that's 5 turns before you redraw. And it means you see 3 cards on the redraw, and then you see, let's see, yeah, 5 to redraw, and then, so you see 8 out of, let's see, how does this work? 8 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 out of 13. Yeah, you see 8 out of 13 cards on your redraw, which means there is a 5 in 13, you just die. Now, obviously, if I had something like Train Steward, Prototype, Advanced Prototype, I would feel great about this. It's fine. If I had Conscription Notice, it's fine. But taking Burnout Rector here is suicide. I also think with Morsels, they can kind of just charge up Accumulator. This does make me pretty weak, but I'm fine with that, honestly. I think we're okay. I have pings, so I can take money here, get a little strong. We'll move on. It's not great, but it's fine. I think we need to be respectful a little bit. We're going to leak these Forged Disciples 100%. We never ramp to a point of actually killing one. Almost ever, I think. I'm pretty sure. This is a pretty good combat for us, though. It means we don't have a 5-1 behind chains. I would like money, but I think I take a large sum of damage to this, so I think we skip spikes, sadly. This does mean I will really, really, really want to see, what is it called? The Collector, if at all possible. Turn 1 Mind Collapse is not great. Unfortunately, it's bad. Turn 1 Dripfall, also very bad. It's a shame, actually. It's a crying shame. We're going to have to do our best with this now. If I play top floor, he kind of eats it. If I play both these units, I do go up to 6 Ember, which is a 24 slap. 24 and 19. We come pretty close to the kill here. Okay, I'm going to play... Mid-floor is the way to guarantee this Forged Disciple dies, right? You find another Dreg, which is 9/9, so 18, 28. I pump 6 by 3, it's 18, so 18 and 28 is 46. We kill him. I actually have to drip fall here on the back or it doesn't work. It's interesting. There is an almost world where we get through this, but we don't. I think we have to play top. We're not strong enough right now, unfortunately. This drag does just die, though. But better he dies up top, I suppose. Truly. I could take the 18. It is technically better. I could put 18 here, or I could daze the back and put in 15, and it's 2 damage more. Yeah. Technically an improvement. Ugh. I hate that. The collector on middle. Really unfortunate. Let's see. Train steward, middle. Again, memento mooring showing off why I hate this so much. I will take the morsel up top. Fine. Real shame. Miss collector. Miss this. I don't think we lose from this position, but I don't feel good about it. This is 20, so I have to represent 5 damage here. Which I can do with Train Steward in front, I believe. It's true. I certainly can. Yeah, so you do... Well, there's no reason not to fish on Shade Splitters. See if I see a damage morsel. I don't, sadly. I could also Mind Collapse here, but I think I was reserved for the Foot Soldier here. Or I can actually Drip Fall the tank out of the way. Interesting. I always have access to free Ember thanks to Hell's Banners here. I'm going to Drip first. It cleans up middle. It's good and bad, right? You want units to die. If I now do Rubble Morsel that dies with Rubble Morsel in back, I can easily kill this unit. Sure. With the Train Steward up top, I realistically could have killed both of these and gotten a little extra harvest triggers. I think we'll be okay with this, though. Let's see, yeah, it's Entumbra Morsel, and then we take double dregs up top. Sure. Get through some of these stats on top, bottom floor. Lifesteal's all gone. That is a 60 damage Memento Mori, though. So you do Shade Splitter here. We put it in front. I want it to die up top. I play the Dreg. Weight of Contrition. Shade Splitter. I'll take the 6 damage here, absolutely. And then we Memento Mori. I leak 2, but I think I had to play it this way in order to guarantee the kill here. Yeah, we're fine. Good draws. It's okay. I maybe could have dodged that 2 damage, but I think it's acceptable. Good casualty of guarantee. I mean, like, and you could have taken Burnout Rector there, and it looks a little different. You navigate it a little differently, and you see Hallow Drippings or Purifying Cleanse. I am just going to grab... Is it Draft? It's unfortunate, man, right? Dark Calling would have been great here. Draft into literally anything, and you just reform it a million times. It's unfortunate. I don't think I take either of these Hallowed Drippings, Purifying Cleanse. I just don't care. I'll take the Draft. It is a unit that dies. Perils of Production line into Diligent is concerning. But so is Cannibalize Grovel in my common pack. I really hate when the game does this. It quote-unquote upgrades your cards, but almost exclusively the uncommons are worse than the commons. Really, really unfortunate, all things considered. Grovel's not terrible, right? It's not terrible if I go to the Umbra banner. Am I gonna do that, though? Do I need to? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, there are curse rolls here, too, right? If they show me the Morsel Maker, Morsel Master combo, I'm really screwed. It's really, really bad, in fact. The Magic Shop provides very little value. Yeah, there's very little value there. Grovel does help a lot in the early game. Remnant Banner is fine. You could just miss anything good there, though, which is not great. Not what you like to see. There are a lot of bad hits here, right? Let's see. Lady of the Reformed. Paraffin Thug's not particularly Type here. Huh. We do also see a Perils. Perils is interesting, with the exception of Diligent Seraph just blasting us. I need to take spells. Does it ever cannibalize? You just kill a dragon immediately and get a bunch of morsels? It might actually be cannibalize with this many units. And a harvest line. I think I will take it. It helps a lot in the early game. It's really rare that I'll grab those kinds of things. Now, there are very few good hits on either side. Endless is bad. Yeah. What am I going to put it in? Draft? No, absolutely not. Multi-strike requires I have a decent remnant banner unit, which I have low hopes for. There are a lot of bad hits. Quick is basically useless. Large stone is a waste of money that basically is just me giving up. In which case, I'm going to look at the Merchant of Magic. I have enough morsel generation that I think an early game Umbra banner can carry. Where's our friend died? Ring 4. I thought it might have been. This is weird. I'm going to the right. My unit is, yeah, oh my god, unbelievably terrible. I click Morsel Maker because it's at least better than Morsel Master. I don't even see a Gorger there, huh? Wow. Take a -1 into something. Got a +10. Sure. Mind Collapse. Thank you. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. -1 into Memento Mori is technically worthwhile. We move on from here. I'll look at the temple, of course. +30. Intrinsic. Neither of these. We're going to chill on shards from this point and move on. We're quite weak. I can appreciate the concern here. Mark of Invasion is a pure positive, as long as I see literally anything. Ah, yeah, we're fine. We have a unit. It's money, but it's also slays. I'm happy to take these trades. Yeah, cool. Let's see. I think I would like to draft a swing here, but it burns out anyway, so I can always play it first. Rector, Shade Splitter, put it in front, then play Morsel Maker here. Sure. It ain't pretty, but it's acceptable. You don't get to do much on this floor at this point, sadly. Take 2 here. I do want to play units, right? So something like Train Steward, Dreg here is solid. And then I think I kill the mid-floor too here. It's correct, I leak 2 from this. Again with the Lost Collector. It's okay. Alright, cool. So we take Train Steward in middle. I will, of course, ping out the Spikes friend here. Sure. Okay, what are we looking at? I think I play a bunch of units, I suppose. We should easily clap this boss, thanks in large part to Rector's overwhelming stats here, which is nice. I'd love to ping up top for the extra scaling. I don't think I need to. Oh, what you do is you just drip the Disciple here and we get him next turn. Yeah, cool. And then I just play units out and we ping out the Spikes person here and it's fine. Sure. We get through this. The numbers don't lie. True. Yeah, I mean he's big. It's good. So I do dreg, cannibalize, play the bigger Train Steward and daze in the back. It will work. Yeah, we're okay here. Yeah, double drip, no big deal. Even the Morsel Maker survives. It's fine. It's not good, but it's fine. 2 damage for 75 gold, worthwhile. Molten Encasement, Harvest Line, sure. If I see a Baron, I feel much better about that. Space Prism, probably it. Although Immortal Trade guarantees an early survival, which is nice. You might not see anything good, though, is the problem. Space Prism's nice. I do like that card. It's never Umbra Assault here. Yeah, I definitely appreciate what the submitter was suggesting as the issue here. You're just not seeing any lines, right? I have no direction. I'm basically just surviving, and you can do that in the early game. You skate by to see units and hopefully see direction. But it's not pretty, is the problem. Not pretty at all. Okay, Space Prism, Immortal Trader, and Umbra Assault. This is a question of what I value more. Space Prism is really good. It's potentially a boss relic. We can take double draw and just get stronger, which is good. It's a really good card in Due Diligent. Immortal Trade is just incredible. You get that same exact Rector on what is this thing called Talos, and you put a Immortal Trade on it and you feel pretty good about it. True. It's always one of these two. The question is which. It's interesting. I already have Ember solved technically, so I'm kind of not worried about ever taking it. I'm going to click Immortal Trade because it's a more impactful card, and I think I value those right now. I need to look for a direction. If I go to this Merchant of Steel, again, what am I doing? Endless for Molten Encasement, fine. But they show me what? Multi-strike quick? What are you doing with this? Nothing. So I'm going to look for direction, is what I want. Let's go to Horde first. Resin Block is potentially direction. Better than Tempered Talisman, good lord. I have 3 spells that take magic power. We'll take it. We'll take it. Maybe we pivot into a Dark Calling on Ring 4 or something. These are not what you like to see. Tycoon with Paraffin Thug. Tycoon is a fine unit, but you need a strong upper floor. Paraffin Thug is kind of what? I guess I click him. He will replace his own removal cost, so okay. -2, 10 in piercing. It's tough. I think it's 10 in piercing into Mind Collapse. Probably the +10 one, actually. A +20 piercing is really strong. I would take an X5 on it without a question. Yeah, sure. I never want to hold this over or something. We'll take that at least. I'm never doing an infusion here. Show me Endless or something. I mean, yeah, okay, thanks, Malika. This is a dead event for me right here. I don't take this trade. I'll hit leave, and she'll show up later if needed. This is really rough, actually. That's a really difficult start. Non-synergistic relic hit. No good units. It's tough. That's tough. I think we get through Talos simply because I clicked on Immortal Trade and I have a lot of self-killing, but it's not pretty. I would like to get Paraffin Thug up top. So what we'll do instead is I'm going to play Shade Splitter, Rector, Dreg. It's interesting. I'll put the Train Steward middle, get it killed. These guys do 7s. It's tough. It's not good. Does Morsel Maker play here win, is the question. It fills my floor. The question now becomes, do I need Paraffin Thug on this floor? And the answer is probably yeah. I will save Morsel Maker. Let's see. I want to put the Dreg up top because it insulates against Talos hitting for that 12 onto my dude with 16 life. Even though it gives up the Rubble Morsel, yeah, we do this. It's correct. And we don't play the Morsel Maker. I would like to play him on the redraw. Now, we don't run into the problem. It's fine. Interesting. I think I actually drip the Dreg out of the way in response to this, because I want to put Molten Encasement up there. It ain't pretty, but it's something. I'm scared of this big clergyman. I think I should kill it. Our damage is bad. And when I say bad, I mean very bad. Yeah. I'm playing this morsel because I need to get it killed. It doesn't have to get killed up top. It just needs to die. And the reason for that is, what is this? Memento Mori? Just get units killed. If I play Mind Collapse bottom on this thing, right? It's a Clergyman Horde, so there's no conduits here. 16. I actually kill it. I'm gonna do that. I think that's correct. Yeah. Alright, I'm playing this up top because she's going up top here, which is really rough. We take 3, or I could drip it, I suppose. Yeah, we get that Memento Mori in play right away. But I should play the Dreg setup first. Sadly, I can't kill my own tomb. It's fine. So we do Dreg, Draft, Memento Mori here. And I put another unit in the mix. We don't kill unless I drop the front dude, which I will do. I want to get rid of that clergyman. I think that is correct. I'll accept the 3 here. I think I need to. Cool. We just get units killed at this stage. It's tough, man. It's tough. We're going to put the Dreg up top. It's fine. Take the kill on middle, I think is correct. It's unfortunate. Don't love to see it. Alright, good. Cannibalize. Thank you. Show me an attack morsel. Great job. Attack morsel means we actually kill a unit, which is good. Let's see. There's no way I ever kill everything on middle, sadly. Or anything on middle, rather. We're taking a chunk. This man is doing 6 to me now. It's a shame. Our floor kinda sucks. We're not getting up to those 70 figures I need to see here. Just keep getting units killed, I suppose, right? Yeah, just keep getting them killed as long as she's not killing them. It's okay. Sure. It's a rough run. Okay, so we always drag up top. I have a really sick Mind Collapse here that I've already drawn. So that's unfortunate. I need to rally up top, or rather harvest, very badly. If you play Immortal Trade here, there's a very real chance you cannot play Morsel Maker. And I think I need him. It's true. I think I need to open up the bottom floor. We're doing only 40, and we only have like 40 life. I think I have to click Immortal Trade and just hope I see a Mind Collapse for this priest, or 2 Shade Splitters. And if I don't, I think I'm screwed, basically. Yep, pretty sure that's the line. Swinging up here, I think I have to play Mr. Immortal Trade. sadly. Okay, take another chunk. Cool, so... Cannibalize is strong here. It does answer, how the hell do I do this? Very comfortably. Good. Now, I could get an extra kill if I put this Morsel Maker in the back, which I actually think is correct because of the immortal trades, right? Kind of interesting. Just get another unit killed whenever possible. Take my 24 damage and leave. Okay. We get through it. Never doubted. Never ever doubted. Thank you, Harvest Rector, for the early game slam. It's not pretty. We even get money out of that, so thanks a lot, Paraffin Thug. Hallowed Halls. It's a line. It's a line. Yeah, I think it's Hallowed Halls. Now, there is a world where we see a Dark Calling pivot. And with the Dark Calling pivot, Formless Child Infusion could be good. We have basically no line right now, so I need to find one. I need to find one. Hallowed Halls is it though, right? It just is. We're going to this Merchant of Magic no matter... Yeah, alright, fine. Baron. Baron is a solution. It's not pretty, but it's a solution. We like direction in our runs. Yeah, true. True. Okay, so... Never Ember. I have Hell's Banners. Never Draw. Is it Draw? It might be. It might be Ember, though. I mean, I said Ember. I meant Space. You can slam more things on the floor. Morsel Maker creates problems, but these units really existed so we didn't lose. Am I really going to play them? Probably not. Drawing cards is good, I think. I think it's draw here, and then we evaluate for space later. Yeah, it's fine. Hallowed Halls with Resin Block, by the way. Show me Holdover. Remove Consume. It ain't good. My Umbra banner. Alloyed Construct. Again, it ain't good. Now, he is surprisingly decent here. You take Alloyed Construct, you get rid of Thug and Morsel Maker here, you play him up top to eat morsels, and you play the Rector nonsense lower. It's a lot of banner units we have to sort through, but we haven't really drafted a ton here. I mean, we are at 30, right? It's most of the units. Alloyed Construct is surprisingly effective here. We also are generating a lot of morsels. I'm just sending them to their grave right now. Yeah, I'm gonna click him. Show me Burnout. Dark Calling. A lot of direction possible here. Dark Calling is interesting. The Dark Calling pivot. I have a lot of crap in this run. I have 4 banner units, for the record, but we needed 2 of them to survive, and I think I'm going to keep Alloyed Construct for now with my morsel generation. Am I committing to Harvest? Harvest is not very good if I go Hallowed Halls here. It's not. You could do some stupid things with Resin Block, Hallowed Halls, and Dark Calling, right? Resin Block essentially makes Dark Calling the 3rd rank of Dark Calling, right? I think I do actually take Dark Calling here. This is a jank run. Let me re-roll this magic shot before I make a decision on anything else. I'm not gonna wait for... Yeah, I'm not going to wait on a -2 here. It is incorrect. Okay, true. 20 and consume. No, I don't think so. Remove consume. Again, no. Double stack. Yeah, they don't show you any goods. Do I ever just go -2 and dupe it a bunch? Probably not. If you're going to go the dupe line, you really need to see a spell chain on this sucker so you can hit it enough times. How many magic shops do I have left? I kind of tunnel the next one then. The dupe is not worth it. All right, so we'll tunnel that magic shop. I'm going to make Memento Mori cost 1, I think. And then I'm going to buy 2 removals here. This gives me 4 removals. We're getting rid of Thug. He lived for a run and paid for himself and his removal, which is fine. I think we get rid of Morsel Maker. Well, Alloyed Construct, Morsel Maker. I just took this Wickless Tycoon. Baron, do I remove him? The Baron is potentially the strongest unit in my run, right? Let me explain. Rector with Dark Calling, Resin Block. This is actually a little chaotic, I think. Let me explain where my brain is going. I'm playing this a little bit like it were one of my own runs, where I'm not actually explaining things and sort of peering into the infinite multiverses. So here's the deal. We need to survive the mid-game. How do you survive the mid-game? It's probably Alloyed Construct and Morsel Maker. I think they're probably your best bets to not just lose. I don't want to commit to them. There are theoretically high rolls where I might, but I already have kind of one of the high rolls on Hallowed Halls. True, it's true. Now, Morsel Maker results in Alloyed Construct being particularly reliable, even without the self-infuse. Good, I'd like him to actually punch things in Relentless. So my mid-game probably relies on morsels. Now my late game, on the other hand, I would like to go into Hallowed Hall's Resin Block synergy with Dark Calling on the side. And you can do that by putting Draff into Wickless Baron for multi-strike, letting him burn out, and then bringing him back constantly. The scaling is very fast if I lean into this thanks to Resin Block. So we have a hard run pivot in the middle of the game that we're working towards. This unfortunately means that this run gets very complicated very fast for me, and I don't believe that we'll have a short run as a result of it. But I see the line that wins from here. I do need to clean it up, but I think I cannot remove Morsel Maker yet. I know 3 banner units is slow, very slow in fact, but I think I cannot remove either of them or I lose, and I think Baron is too important to my endgame. It's true. So I'm going to kick double Train Stewards here. They are questionable in their value. I'm going to buy another removal into a Train Steward here. I need to be watchful of spell density for Diligent. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need like 7 more spells. We're going to sit on our money. I'm not taking any more. I'm not taking the shards. We're chilling at 20. Our run is jank. For 20 shards, we're pretty strong. I can actually take the armor emblem here, right? I think so. Can I? This is a tanky combat, sadly. And also, one of the things I hate about this combat is the way that this combat works. You almost always see a clipped reflector upgrade. These dudes are chonkers, and they're basically unkillable. I think it's probably pretty likely that my only shard upgrade here is just a 150 HP unit on turn 1 that kills me. Or he won't kill me, but he hurts a lot. Giving him 15 armor is a concern. It hurts our scaling. I think I don't take this. I'm not that strong. Okay, so, you know, we get this man instead, which is probably just as bad. A big 30 hit Quill Marksman. If I don't answer that, I lose. I want to see something funny. You do Baron. This is jank. You play Baron. You put Rector behind. You cannibalize Baron to put him in the pool. You then play 3 morsels up top with our dude, and you double daze the back dude here so that he doesn't kill my man. We get the Baron back, who is now punching the hell out of everything. We get the Collector, which is nice. The Baron is not terrible here. Just kind of funny. Now, you could play Hallowed Hall's middle. Not bad, but it does get your Rector killed. And he's probably better alive, honestly. I'm going to put some numbers here, so I think Baron goes in this floor. I'm not as leaning into the Harvest side of things now. We play Dreg on bottom. I almost certainly Hallowed Halls this floor. It powers up Memento Mori immediately. I will actually... Let's see... Morsel up top is good, I think. And then I put in Morsel Maker. Good. I take the Hallowed Halls bottom. That's a lot of pickup power. I am concerned about this Quill Marksman. I have answers. I just need to draw them. He could just blast my Alloyed Construct and send me to the Shadow Realm here. I have seen both Drip Falls. It's not pretty. It's only a... What is this? A 20 damage swing? He goes to 90. Gets hit for 60-something. I mean, it's probably right. Better than putting it bottom, I think. Or... Okay, show me something good, please. Okay. It's not pretty. So we're killing on the front because of 68 damage. True. So we're going to give a mortal trade here. He goes to 59. So he still dies. 11 comes in from the Morsel and the Morsel Maker to kill the Quill Marksman. Our boy lives. Unbelievable. What a turn of events. And you quickly see, look at the stats on this Baron. And I've just kind of sacked him a few times, right? It's ridiculous how strong he gets. What are we looking at number-wise? He's going to go up to 40 by 2. So he will pop the Guardian and will kill the Marksman too. So I can actually play the Baron on the bottom and we kill one, which is pretty cool. And then I take a Shade Splitter here, get it killed on middle. And I should reform 2 units. If I hit the Morsel, I don't really care. The Morsel's going to clap. I may as well take double Morsels on the bottom, feed up this Baron a little bit with some more stats. Okay. Thanks, Immortal Trade. Extremely cool. Alright, we get the Morsel back. It's fine. I am forced to see the Mind Collapse here, which is good, but I don't care on the top because I have that lifesteal. Our Dregs are doing 44 damage here. We call that pretty solid, I believe. Cool, so that kills 2 units on bottom. Take my 20 damage Morsel middle, thank you very much. Get the Dreg killed. Cool. I take the ping on the back here, I may as well. Sure, okay. Are we strong yet? Not really, but we're not weak either. We're not leaking anything. By the way, the Armor Shroud would have represented something like 40, 50 damage here. Yeah, this draft claps. Ooh, buddy, does he kill. I wish there were a way to kill this draft on this turn. But there is not. He lives by 1. I'd love to reform him again, plant him bottom. Fortunately, we do get this unbelievably strong Baron back for Relentless, so we're fine with that, I think. It's true. What comes back next turn? Dreg and Baron is good, I think. We kill on every floor, right? So I'm not super worried about this. I would like to reform those 2 units that I see there, so I don't want to tank with one. I will just put, I don't know, some Umbra morsel value into Rector here. I guess I may as well save the HP. Why am I not doing this? Sure. I could actually save 6 on the dude by dropping this man twice. I might as well. I'm at the stage where things like that are probably good optimizations to make. Oh, yeah, that's pretty strong, huh? You play Baron here, and then you Hallowed Halls this and its power. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna ping out one of the back dudes here. Certainly. I guess I'll play the Shade Splitter in middle. Sure. Ping one back dude. He is 2 damage off of killing the man. So you what? You just play the Dreg middle and we win? Alright, cool. Go team. Cool. So I'd like to now draw your attention to the fact that basically all of my decisions on this run have saved me Pyre health. It's not pretty what I'm doing, but we got through that taking nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Wax and Spike is a ridiculously good hit. We click that eventually into our Hallowed Halls floor. Yeah, we like that card. Feast, Ember Cache into Diligent absolutely is the right choice. Yeah, that's 4 spells. Awesome. Do I need healing from her? Great question. I am taking an infusion, so that's 25, going to 45. I will almost certainly dupe that thing, that Baron, which is 40 shards out of that. That's 60. Brings me to 60. I'm going to take the Horde on ring 5 here. So that's 55 additional shards for 75. And then I will be able to take things from the temple, I think. The 2 temples. So I do not require this. I think I'm okay. I'm going to the Merchant of Magic. I'm going to commit hard. Yeah, okay, fine. We go right here. I'm not at the state where I can take a dupe and make it be good. Refined Void. Pyre Stone Housing is ambitious. It could be good. It could be good. I do want to see the Ring 8 Hellvent. That's a Merchant of Steel. There's a Merchant of Steel I really want on Ring 7 as well. Is that better than Refined Void? This is an interesting one because Refined Void is particularly potent with Hallowed Halls lines because they just spawn with 2 lifesteal. I think if I had a single upgrade into any of my units, I might consider Pyrestone Housing more seriously, but we haven't seen anything. My run is being carried pretty hard by strategy and rational pivoting and has nothing to do with my units. We're going to click Refined Void. I think this is much better. Give me a holdover, please. Permafrost. Okay, well, I don't love it. I think I will Permafrost Spike here. It's pretty solid. Let's look at the Horde first. Advanced Prototype. I hadn't removed all those Train Stewards. I have 1 Train Steward. This dude might be incredible. This Train Steward might be a better unit than my Baron now. That's true, actually, right? He has multi-strike. I can give him Burnout 1. Jesus. Yeah, actually, this 1 Train Steward. Now, granted, you don't draw him on time, is the problem. Can I win if I draft him and miss? You probably leave the Baron in still, but this Train Steward becomes a secondary target that could become really good. I'm going to click it. This is a very bizarre mid-game Train Steward take, but I mean, this Train Steward is basically the dream unit for for the burnout, not burnout. I said it wrong twice. It's not burnout, it's not harvest. It is dark calling. Okay, I can afford some stuff here. I'm going to the Merchant of Magic potentially next floor, which has some boons if I miss the holdover here. And if they show me holdover, I can just kind of go to the Merchant of Steel and see what they show me. I think freezing Wax and Spike is important for the kill turn. You need that extra burnout. It matters. I'm going to give it a -1. It seems weird. Is that even worth it, the +4 attack? Not really. It's such a low scaling amount. Yeah, we'll save our cash. The -1 goes where, then? Honestly, nowhere. I have Hell's Banners. It's fine. We'll spin it. Ugh, gross. Really gross. Do I give up? No, I think Hallowed Halls is too strong of a line to skip. I will... Interesting. How do I approach this now? I think I skip the -1s. I have the ability to play Ember here on virtually every turn. It's a real unfortunate set of events there, but I did get some good value out of that, and I'm only going to 35 here. Next floor, I really need to ratchet up in power. Yeah, it has to be next floor, I think. And I have to go to that magic shop again. Not seeing a lot of value here, unfortunately. And if I miss there, I think I give up on holdover. And I then dupe Hallowed Halls and try to remove as much as I can. Right. I think I should take some stuff here. I'm going to put a -1 into Wax and Spike. There's no reason, like, what am I going to do? Put Burnout, double stack in this thing? No, I don't want this. Burnout 8 to friendly units. The Burnout 4 is enough. I need to save slots on this Mind Collapse in case I have to put things from a temple in it. Yeah, so I then put a -1 in. Yeah, I'm just going to put a -1 into Wax and Spike. It's a good take for an upgrade. I'm not going to put anything better in it, right? You never spell chain this. You never... What? Remove consume it? No. We just... Yeah, sure. It's fine. I'm going to sit on my 200 gold and be happy about it. Gross. Mark of Invasion. It's probably free. I say probably. It might not be, but at worst I trade 8 or something. I think I want this money badly enough, and it never kills me, so it's fine. Let's see what's in the Shade Splitter. It's a rubble morsel. You don't really love it. Right, because Alloyed Construct doesn't swing here, so how do you even make this work? Do I construct middle here? And then Rector, Baron top? You clear the top floor that way. It's not terrible. You clear the top floor. I don't really think so. I don't think that's it. I think I would like to keep the construct moving. So I wanna, in that case, it's better to kill none of these sycophants than one of them, right? So you take Rubble Morsel, Alloyed Construct. You eat these hits. It's cool. This is 1420 on the bottom floor. I don't really want to farm, or get farmed rather. Let's see, how do I approach this? I would like to get this Dread killed, so I think I put him top floor to eat some of these hits. That's good. That's good. That gets him killed, which then means he's reformed. I could get Baron killed, but he never gets reformed here, so I'm going to stick him in front here. He punches an enemy. We get some scaling. It's fine. We take 6. I'm okay with 6 here, I think. You see the train steward. I can pop an enemy here, which is not terrible. This is a concerning combat, for sure. We've stayed really low on shards, and we got a good upgrade on this Sycophant. Top floor is fine. I need to make sure he's fed. He's always getting the Morsel Maker, there's just no doubt. And I'm going to play Shade Splitter and our dude. Yes, we always play these two here, which is good. I could stealth him up. If I punch this front man, I think I do take out the middle guy, so it's just the tank. Yeah, I mean, I think I definitely do this. The 10 damage is not valuable enough elsewhere. Sure. Cool. It kills this guy, we lose the Baron, we reform the Baron, it's fine. And I think I take the stealth up top. Because... reasons? Oh, I think what you actually do is you put the Dreg in play up top. Because he does 29. We have the lifesteal here. The train steward does something. I will play Ember Cache here. There's no value to playing it on any floor, so we'll just kind of send it. It's fine. And do I put the Molten Encasement in there? I don't think so. Not yet. Yeah, not yet, I don't believe. Baron coming back. Hallowed Halls is live. It's a shame about the top floor here, huh? Alright, so we're going to create a super floor, and I think it is correct, even if it farms some overcharged tank value here. I think I eat 10 on top. I could solve it with the drip fall, but I'm concerned about overstacking these floors. Quite concerned. He has 125 right now. He has 31 life remaining. I need to pop him with at least a 1 energy Mind Collapse to avoid an additional 10 damage to the pyre. Sucks. Sucks a lot, actually. I think I need to... let's see, get a unit killed. It's tough. You have the option to drip fall on top, but he is a really concerning enemy, and I don't see myself drawing a solution magically. Like the Mind Collapse, the drip fall, a bunch of dregs, drafts, and shade splitters. You could always wax and spike on the top floor and just send it, but I think that's wrong here. I mean, it kills him for sure. But it kills me in Relentless. It's tough. It is tough. I think we're going to go for the bottom floor slammer here. Now, I could Mind Collapse, then play the Dreg, and then get the Ember back, which I think is better. Is it? Maybe. The only reason you would do that is if you wanted to split up the X costs here, but I don't think I want to. I think it's definitely wrong to Hallowed Hall's top floor. It guts our Hallowed. I mean, you could Hallowed Halls it and then... gross. Why would I ever do that? The hell? That's a weird idea I had there. This is tricky. I think I will just kind of keep everything together here. Fine. I will Hallowed Halls the bottom floor. Getting that train steward back is pretty huge. Is a lot of armor, but I mean, these dudes are gonna blast. It's not the ideal roll, right? It is not. You could also wax and spike down here and just kill future waves. But man, we come close to solving this. We come close. I think I just eat this 10. Yeah, I think I eat the 10, sadly. I need to be very careful how I approach this, right? This drip ball definitely gets played. The question is where. I could drop the dude on middle since I'm not mind collapsing it. It gives me an additional turn to draw an answer, which is probably good. Something like a drip fall is solid. True. True. You could drip one of these tanks and supercharge a floor, but I think that's super wrong because then you just take more damage. You could wax and spike and stop the damage at the cost of your relentless. Now, that said, if I redraw Hallowed Halls or if I get this Train Steward back enough times, I think we win relentless anyway. But that's not a sure thing, right? It sure isn't. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the mid-range. I'm going to accept the 10. This is a really difficult position to be in. You drop the Quill Marksman. You super stack the bottom floor. It's fine. And then we do not play Immortal Trade. I want my Ember, I believe. And I Mind Collapse up top because it prevents me from taking an additional 10. And I accept this 10 here, and we move on with our lives. Cool. Run sucks. We do clear top floor. Very, very good. And this Clip Defender is a problem. Him getting upgraded is the worst. Yikes. Okay, how do I approach anything here? The drip fall on this turn is also pretty terrible. I have to reform units. I just have to, right? Yeah, I absolutely have to reform units here. I cannot leave. Yeah, Train Steward burned out. So I need to play one other unit that dies, but does something. So you put the Draft in play, is basically what that means. It burns out, but it trades up on this charge tank by 10. This is rough. Do I drip one of these dudes again? Because right now this middle floor hits for 1824 and kills my construct, which I really don't like. It's true. I think you're forced into this line here. I think you are, honestly. We do burn out the top floor, so I don't really want to lose another unit. The Baron doesn't count, sadly, because he burns out below Rector here. Is this Dreg important? I don't think so. In that case, I take the Shade Splitter. We just take that. You've always got the option to drop in the Wax and Spike solutions. I don't think it's it yet, though. I may as well play this other Shade Splitter and get some Ember for next turn, though. No reason not to. This burnout is unfortunate. It'll have to do. Oof, okay. We get the good units back, which I like. Let's see. You can kill this top floor. Mid-floor looking mighty terrifying. Let's see. Train Steward is objectively superior to... He does 90? Good grief. But he's 2 space is the concern. But the problem is the draft requires both hits here to kill a unit. I can clear top. The question now is, how do I not lose to middle? I have to open up the defender here. I think you have to play Train Steward mathematically. that opens up something here, which is good. Cool. I want to play Draft on the bottom floor. And this means we kill top floor, right? True. Bad turn, actually, for the Draft. I maybe actually just kill him again. Yeah, I do. I want to put him in the pool. We're just going to take the morsels on bottom. I can't fit them anywhere else. Okay. Fine. I may as well take another morsel. Sure, this dreg is going to be huge. I have to play the Mind Collapse up top or I'm eating too much damage. Floor is cleared. Okay. Mid-floor has been opened a little bit. Okay. How do we not die? You don't die by Memento Mori. You drip. Oh my gosh. I think we have a solution here, right? First things first. Baron... Dreg on bottom. We drip in the train steward potentially. No. No. I need to not lose my top floor. We lose on this floor right now. Let's solve this first. How do I answer this? I want a really good Hallowed Halls, but I can't move the train steward into that pile unless I drop him, but I'm 99% confident I have to drop on the top floor. I can Mind Collapse 1, which means I take 19. We're currently super dead, is the problem here. We have no damage on the top floor whatsoever. We are extremo dead. Unless I can take... Wow, unless I can drop this to 11 coming in, and then I Immortal Trade on him, right? And he heals up 45. I think we can drain a lot on the bottom floor thanks to a really juicy Hallowed Halls setup with, let's see, do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 space worth of units. It's pretty huge. That is huge with this Wax and Spike potentially. Okay. I'm thinking we have this with this draw order. How do I solve it? So I'm going to drip the front man first. Reason is because he takes 104 in middle, and I can't do anything with this train steward anyway, so fine. The next thing is I'm going to play Immortal Trade here. Always. And I'm going to take my 2 Ember Mind Collapse because there's really no better way for me to organize this. Actually, I'm going to Memento Mori the boss first. No, I want to Memento Mori after I play the Hallowed Halls. True. So we take a 2 Ember Mind Collapse. Cool. Top floor is saved. Great job. Go team. I now do... What's left in here, actually? Dreg. The Dreg is a good draw. But I don't want to hit most of this other stuff. Yeah, true. Okay, so... I now... Baron... Dreg... Hallowed Halls. Okay. You Memento Mori here. You Excavated Ember. Wax and Spike. We get through the stealth now. Okay. That is a good line. I'm sitting up in my chair. I think we actually win thanks to this stupid train steward. Yeah, this train steward collapsed, actually. Cool. He doesn't actually even take damage. What an excellent run. What an excellent run so far. Navigated this only taking the initial 10, which is honestly really good. Alright, let's send it. Good job. Go team. Oh, alright. Okay. Now, I am going to need to step away from my computer for a hot second. I'm going to click Crushing Demise, though. I do need to step away from my computer for a second because I hear the cats going absolutely crazy downstairs, and I heard a big crashing sound, and I need to make sure they haven't broken anything too important. So, we always need to, you know, stop the feline revolution. So, we will play it cool, Fatal Melting is surprisingly good here as an answer to problems on our run. We are getting a lot of deaths, so Crushing Demise, however, is really strong. I think it's Crushing Demise here. And then I don't need Emberforge, Void Binding, or Crucible Extension, I do not believe. No, we'll move on. We took 10. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. And alright, let me go left because I said I would for the holdover, which I think matters. If I find it, we come out clean. If I don't, we feel a little worse, but we give up. And let me be right back. I will see you in a hot minute. All right, and we are back. So it was like 10 seconds for you, if even, and it was at least 10 minutes for me. The cats have completely enacted a state of martial law and have taken one of the Tupperware containers off of the kitchen counter hostage underneath the couch. I had to go liberate it from its oppressors and, fix the situation. They are absolutely ridiculous animals. They're siblings, so of course they behave that way, but geez, man. Jeez. Ugh, alright, we're back in it. I'm looking at this magic shop. Please show me a holdover video game. What's in this temple? Plus 30 and a purge. Okay. We get the removals here. I will save these removals because if they show me holdover, I am going to remove Alloyed Construct. Let's take a -1 into Crushing Demise here. Really, just show me holdover video game, please. Seriously, please. Yeah, alright, let's move. Permafrost. I already picked the only permafrost I really want here. Holdover, please. God, it's freeze stone, stack stone all the way through. Man, this run went from being really good to being really, really rough. Ugh, alright, -1 Hallowed Halls. I have to remove a million cards. Jeez. This is stupid. Stupid. God, we're so close. I have to take the pact here, I believe, or else I lose. I'm pretty confident. Wakeless Baron is pretty pointless, I think. I think I want to do Draft Infusion into something. It could be the Baron. It burning out is pretty good. It could also just be the Train Steward for 3 hits. You think I'm kidding. I think the Train Steward is better, right? Ugh. Man, that makes me so mad. This, the person who played this run didn't even make it this far, and then the game just kept going. You know what? Let's make the run even worse. Constantly. Throw me a bone. Ugh. This series is good and bad. On the one hand, this series brings some ridiculous runs. But on the other hand, this series really just tests my patience. It's funny because I'm pretty sure if the game always rolled this bad for me on normal runs, I would have probably quit because it really is, it forces you to think really hard and you spend way too much time on it. Alright, let's evaluate. I need shards. I'm at 35. Gosh, I could lose from this state, right? I could lose from this position. And I don't think going to the steel shops was any better. It's not like that would have provided me some crazy amount of value or something, right? All of my stats are coming from Resin Block Dark Calling and Hallowed Halls. Yeah, I don't really know what else I could have done. I've seen 1, 2, 3 magic shops in a row, and we've just seen Stackstone, Freezestone, and basically every single one. Like, oh boy, here I go playing Stackstone again. Gross. Gross. Alright, I need to remove cards here. I don't think I can remove Morsel Maker and Alloyed Construct at this point. Maybe. I'd sure like to. Can I get away with that? And what, it draws the Baron turn 1? Do I even need the Baron? Is the Baron just worse than Train Steward? The only thing the Baron has going for it is the fact that it is a draw priority unit. I am removing 3 cards here. I go to 27 with 6 draw. I think I do need a draw priority unit on this run, sadly. The Train Steward is just going to exist here, I believe. It kind of has to. So I technically go to 26 cards, actually, because I am doing the draft infusion into something here. Let's see. Baron is fine. It's not a great infusion target for this, but it's fine. The Drain Steward is genuinely the best unit in this deck for this infusion. It's just a question of draw priority. Does this kill me? And it might. It might. It's too risky, I think. I think I have to go into the Baron to have some early scaling. Yeah, I think I need to do this. There's no question in my mind I need draw priority, and it's the best unit for it. It can at least do some scaling. Fine. Okay. Alright, now I take this Horde, which goes to 875. I can take 25 from this temple. That said, I do actually think the Purge Stone is pretty good here, right? Purge a Shade Splitter. Get rid of that card. Is that good? Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, but it's 19 if you include the Ember Caches. Purge Stone might be a gamble I can't afford. This is Rage Fell. It's true, it's Rage Fell. I don't love it. I do not love it. Man, this would have been so clean with holdover on that Hallowed Halls. Now we just have to make 2 of them and hope it's good enough. Yeah. Because I'm seeing 2 steel shops for sure. You can't go to this magic shop on ring 8. You need a dupe here. And the question now becomes, do I even dupe the Baron, right? I mean, it depends on if they show me a multi-strike or not, I guess, but... Fair. Stackstone. Gross. Okay. Do I remove the Alloyed Construct Morsel Maker line here? They are fairly self-contained, but they slow me down a lot. This is Rage Fell. I need to be fast, and I think it's pretty easy for me to get farmed out if I'm slow. I think I need to send them here. So I'm going to remove Alloyed Construct. Thank you for your service. I'm going to remove Morsel Maker. Thank you for your service. And my Purge here is either a Dreg or... The Molten Encasement's really good, actually. It saves the run sometimes. I think it might just be a Dreg. I need to save my spells. Man, I'm really annoyed by this 3 magic shop nonsense. You know, it's interesting because it's really easy to play around something like missing multi-strike. There are a lot of solutions. Things like this Draft Essence, for instance, you know, Advanced Prototype. I've already solved multi-strike on this run without ever having gone to a steel shop. And yet, the problem is when they don't show you Spell Chain or holdover, it's like, I mean, you just miss everything. God, this run is really aggravating. I gotta make sure not to get tilted, though, or else I throw. I think I don't Purge here. I need to respect Diligent, and Diligent is gonna really prevent me from feeling strong, sadly. We might go double draw because I need to draw into the Hallowed Halls fast and repeatedly. I save my money so that I can get stuff at this steel shop, hopefully. I take 75 here, and I take everything from the temple on ring 8. And I dupe Hallowed Halls. Or I maybe dupe the Baron if he's fully upgraded. The nice thing is, I could reasonably dupe Hallowed Halls and be okay with it, because I have the Train Steward, which is an extra set of hits, right? He's just a really good unit for this run. The only reason I didn't lean into him more is draw priority. It's really it. Dregs can kind of fill out the rest of the floor. Alright, yeah, we move on from here. 60 shards, I think we're okay. We make it through. I have some flexibility later in the game. God, man, this run is frustrating. Show me anything? Anything, maybe? I mean, I guess they showed me Hallowed Halls. Is that anything? I mean, it's maybe... The run has to show you some way to not lose, I think, is my general take. I think you have to see something. I want to play into Rector somewhat here. True. I want to get a unit killed. So, drag middle. Sure. It could be space. I'm going to have to quickly decide if I want to lean into Rector or lean into Hallowed Halls, because we do have the Dark Calling. If I'm leaning into Rector, I have to take space here. If I'm leaning into Hallowed Halls, I have to take draw. Also, full display of the problem with Memento Mori. I love doing zeros for 50 gold and 3 base Ember. I'm gonna double days up top, I think. Yeah. Reason is, if she comes up top and applies rage, it saves some life on stuff. Okay, she might just triple rage here, which kind of sucks, but it could happen. Gross. We will do Baron, Dreg. I'm gonna take a Shade Splitter here. You think it's crazy. Show me the strongest Shade Splitter you have. Let's see, the Jeweler has higher stats, technically. Sure, bud. Take the Umbra, the morsel up top from that, and we Hallowed Halls here. Cool. Cool, it does great work. It's a real shame I have to punch through this dude, but it's fine. It ain't pretty, but it's something. How do I not eat 24 damage on this turn? That is a really good question. Train Steward comes into play. He's late, though. You could send Crushing Demise and give up on Rector, but I think that's wrong. That's tough. I could save 10 and only take, what is this? 8 and 6? Yeah, 8 and 6, so 14. It's a lot of damage. I think I need to respect bottom or middle floor a little more, though. So, here's the deal. I am going to click drag middle here. Or am I going to Train Steward middle? I want Train Steward to die. Right, I can play him bottom, he always dies. But I would like to reform him, is the problem. I sure would. How do I achieve that? Thanks again, Rector, for a resolve trigger, which is just one of the stupidest interactions for this. Seriously, ugh, they should have not... This thing being on resolve is so bad. It's like Repeater, but worse in basically every way. I guess you don't have to wait until rank 3 to get it back. I need to stop complaining. I'm going to stop complaining now. This run just really frustrated me because I tried real hard and it doesn't look promising. And that feels bad. Okay, where are we at? This Clipped Reflector getting upgraded is horrifying. I think I have to address this to the best of my ability. I think I 50-50 this by piercing Mind Collapse and then sending Crushing Demise, and then taking 20, 8 and 12. You could, of course, Mind Collapse up top, but I think I have to, absolutely, without fail, have to do something about that. I do get 2 dregs back. I'd rather reform the same ones, so we don't put another dreg in play here, I don't believe. If I put it anywhere, I put it middle. You can't 1 and 3 this. I will be happy to 1 and 2 it, I believe. Yeah. I could 50-50 up top, but I don't want... If Rector dies, I think I lose from this position. So that's bad too, right? I'm happy to risk the Baron because he gets reformed. I'm not happy to risk this stuff. I also don't think Alloyed Construct would have helped here because they're way too slow, right? They might have gotten through this Guardian and punched like 40 into this guy, but we would be so slow here. We're at the stage of the game where, thanks to Rage Fell, if this were like Curse Fell, maybe. I think you could be really slow into Curse Fell and been fine. I would have played Rector bottom with the Baron, etc., etc. It would have been pretty clean, actually. But Rage Fell hits too hard, too fast. Your wave 1 is just way too strong. And your wave 2, I mean, like, look at this thing, right? Upgraded Clip Reflector and 2 backlines here. Okay, so consider the multiverses. I think I have to play something middle and try to gamble on not killing my Baron here, because he might not even come back. Which means the right choice is... Train Steward bottom because he dies. I think that is important. I then will Mind Collapse here. I'm going to commit to this strategy. Fair enough. Honestly, fair enough. And I take the 20 here. We hit the big man. That's pretty decent. Sure. Alright, it sucks. We get the dregs. Fine. We don't lose. We almost lose. A drag up top helps. Yeah, so you have to play double dregs up top, basically, is how this looks. It cleans the floor. Good job. Go team. The next wave looks pretty bad. That's a true statement. Good grief. And then what? Shade Splitter? I mean, what is even happening on this floor? Like, what? Do I care about any of this? I can't answer anything on this next wave. I mean, we might just be dead. Actually, none of these cards save me. I need to leave the space open. We don't actually see our Baron either. Okay, we're not dead yet. We probably will be dead soon. I need to send Excavated Ember, see what I draw into. Okay. Let's see. Train Steward comes in. He takes 1 damage shield lost. 17-17. And he lives. Swings 60. He just kills this floor, doesn't he? Oh man, this Train Steward. What a hero. Unbelievable hero. Okay. My reforms are Train Steward and Baron, which is the optimal, or they give me this drag back and I feel really bad. I probably need to drip fall one of these clipped Guardians on middle because I realize it hyperstacks bottom, but the real problem I'm running into is I need time. I need to hit Hallowed Halls on a good turn. And you might not. I don't have a lot of damage on this floor. That is true. I don't think this looks better with Alloyed Construct still, honestly. It looks better if I had kept more Train Stewards in, Jesus. but there's no way I ever would have known or predicted it. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Okay. We sit. I think I do put a dreg in play here on middle. And then what? I don't want to tank for it, though, is the problem. I think I always drop one of these. I never address 200 damage next turn is the problem. So I think I lose next turn if I don't do this, which is my main problem with it. I can find answers, right? A Memento Mori outright kills one of these heavies at this stage, which is good. I can work on things with Mind Collapses. I can Crushing Demise a triple heavy floor, and it's fine. Yeah, we're going to do that. It sucks, but we're going to do it. I just need to hope they don't hyperstack the Rage on this floor, because that's scary. I need to assemble this Baron. I need to reform him really badly here and stop hitting everything else. Yeah, just don't roll badly, I guess. Let's see. So next turn, if I reform two dudes, it's Train Steward, this Dreg, and this Baron. Putting in a third unit just adds risk. I shouldn't do this here. In which case I should play nothing. Yeah, fair enough. Ah, dang it, come on, where's my Baron? Okay, we do see some good stuff here. I have to play a big Dreg up top, I'm pretty confident. Because he does 64 damage. Train Steward does kill this Master of Light, which is pretty cool. Just straight up. Oh, actually, no. I could have a really, really good Wax and Spike here. Probably the best turn for it, actually. I have what? Baron in there? Nothing else? If I put a Shade Splitter in and it's a Rubble Morsel, it's bad. I need to kill this Guardian. There's no doubt in my mind I must kill this Guardian. Sadly, I think I have to commit the Dreg middle then. Right, let's double Excavated Ember here. Ooh, Cannibalize. Does that change anything for me? Not really. Alright, next. Crushing Demise. It's good value. We'll Crushing Demise. That's great news. I love seeing that on the triple heavy floor. Okay, that helps. That makes me feel a lot better. We play Mr. Train Steward middle. Great job. I must play Big Drag up top. I will give him a Shade Splitter. Sure. Save the Ember Drain? Fine. Big Drag comes in. Good job. We kill the top floor. Well played. I send Hallowed Halls middle. Honestly, pretty solid. Honestly, plus 40 attack here, pretty good. Or I probably just kill this Cold Marksman. Or actually, no, I just use this Mind Collapse on next turn. So we take Humongo Wax and Spike here. And I think that's cool. Alright, it's not great, but it does work. It's a little concerning. I do get the Memento Mori, and I actually get to plug 400 into Fel here. Which is actually ridiculously good, I think, right? Yeah, I sure do get to plug 400 into her here, which is great news. So you take the single Shade Splitter up top. You Mind Collapse middle. We 466. That's a very convincing turn, right? That helps a lot, man. That helps a lot. Okay. It's a really good turn, huh? Now, the Hallowed Halls middle, what does this card say is the important thing? It's Burnout 3, Burnout 4. Burnout 3, Burnout 4. So we lose a little bit of value here. So what you actually do, I think, is you play Dreg, 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 Train Steward, Or not train, why did I call it a train steward? Morsel thingy. And we just send them. Because if any of them get reformed, it's pretty decent. Sure, buddy. She just obliterates them. That's funny as hell. Immortal trade? Hey, man, we win. Yo, alright, let's go. Absolutely cursed, but we get it. Only take 20 damage, it's fine. It's fine. Furnace tap? No, that goes away. Do you ever do Formless Child and a Train Steward here? Is that a serious consideration? That probably is better than anything the temple gives me, right? God, how cursed is that? Formless Child? Think about this, right? I have to take the 15 shards from this temple, this horde, and then we take 25 from the temple, which might as well be a Formless Child. Plus 20 on that Train Steward is pretty good, I think. It's pretty good. I'm gonna click them. Gross. And what's the deal here? I think because we missed holdover, we are taking space and we're playing 2 barons. Yep. Yep, we're doing it. Restore 30 health for 15. You know what? Yes. Thanks a lot, Malika, actually. Ooh, a second event. Ooh, a divine artifact. What do you get? Do either of these actually help me? So, divine mark of an exile. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that on Rector. He doesn't need the life. Divine chain of gems. Okay, it's not bad. It helps. It does mean things don't die necessarily, but it's okay. Man, Formless Child's a really bad card when you look at its text, right? It doesn't even reform. Why did they make it not reform? Is it because they wanted it to be playable with things like Animus of Will or something? It should just reform. It's very bizarre. It's Divine Chain of Gems or bust, because what is Divine Infused Mallet doing? Right? I mean, I guess maybe backline answers. God, am I really going to click this for 50% chance? It might save me on, Winged Horde or Purifiers, possibly. I should actually really click Divine Infused Mallet here. Okay, I clicked it. We clicked it. I'll take my 50% chance to kill something. We'll go left. Yeah, go team. Give me a multi-strike coward game. Endless is... I clicked Endless on Formless Child. I'm thinking about this. Is this ever good? Oh my god. What is happening? Darkforge, give me Dark Calling 2, please. It is better than Harvest, I think. True. I don't need the extra stats here. I just need more attack. Bigger scaling. Removals are good. What is happening? Why did I click Formless Child? Why is this here? Is there ever a world I endless Formless Child and actually use it to reform units for plus 40s? It's really, really silly. You technically can make this work because I have Hell's Banners to solve Ember, so the fact that it costs 2 is acceptable. The hell? You could use it to bring back Rector, technically? I'm gonna put a plus 25 on Baron first. He needs it. He's gonna be the frontliner most of the time. Yeah, we'll do that first. That's an obvious choice. I'm thinking about this Endless. Is this actually Formless Child's run? How bad do I need to pivot to this thing to scale faster? What in the world? I don't click this horde, by the way. I traded the 30 pyre health there for the horde, basically. I decided that I would rather have, you know, pyre... What is it called? Geez, precious plating. Precious plating. I decided I wanted a slightly worse precious plating that was guaranteed instead of this horde, which might just be terrible. So I think that's fine. Endless Formless Child instead of the Train Steward infusion. I mean... It's tough. This is a really interesting decision to take. Endless Formless Child. How does this interact with stuff? I mean, there were cases where I needed a reform card because I didn't see one that was good. What am I there for? Okay, so hold up. I have 3 units in the pool. I dupe the Baron, whatever I have on the Baron. And then we just kind of play the Hallowed Halls to augment the floor. This Formless Child is actually not bad as a desperation play. I think I do this. The hell. Reroll it. Quick, Burnout 1. Burnout 1 on Train Steward is really good, actually. You want this man to die immediately. Although, Burnout 1 Formless Child is also remotely interesting to me. What if you do this and then you put the Molten Encasement on Formless Child? I don't want to talk about that. Quick? Quick is really good, actually, as well. He attacks before dying in this world. 2 hits with quick. It's pretty good, actually, right? It's pretty good. It's not the cleanest line I've ever had. You really want the Train Steward to die immediately, which is why the Burnout 1 is nice here. Formless Child, I think, will always be able to die. And it doesn't have to die on my floor, is the thing. Yeah, okay, so we don't give it the Burnout 1. My harvest scaling is not the way I win this. It is through dying and bringing him back. So, Burnout 1 goes into Train Steward here. Every time. Yes. The plus 10 goes into... what? Train Steward, maybe? It's interesting. I am seeing another steel shop. Right? So, there's that. I can take this Quick. Quick is really good in this setup as well, because they just kind of swing. It's not bad. I don't know if I need that, though, is my main concern. I probably do want this. Quick Train Steward. My main thought is, if I see a multi-strike, I'd like to be able to put it into a unit that matters. So, multi-strike into the Baron would be good if I see it on the next ring, because then when I'm duping him, he hits more times, and more hits good. Especially with Formless Child apparently existing on this run. Alright, we're gonna do quick multi-strike Train Steward here. I don't want to talk about whatever jank nonsense this is coming out to be. And I need to remove units only. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 cards. I'd like to draft 1 spell. We remove 2 dregs at this point. Sure. Sure, friends. It's fine. We move on. Don't take this horde. Stay at 75. Okay. Spikes. Spikes is probably a great way to lose. This is Shade Wings. You know, it might be fine because of the Divine Infused Mallet, actually. A single one of these getting clocked, it's pretty strong, right? Do I ramp fast enough? With 25 cards and 6 draw, I think so, actually. I feel pretty confident I can take this. You hit the wrong unit. Divine Infused Mallet. I don't want to hear it. Alright, we get our units killed now. Please and thank you. I will get Molten Encasement murdered here. I'm pretty confident. Yes. Don't play the Dreg. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Draft. Meanwhile, Formless Child is here. Thanks a lot. Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening on this run? Why do I have an endless Formless Child? We play him middle. He dies. I put Formless Child in play. They both die. The Molten Encasement comes back first here. Huh. How does this work? So 10... So he takes 30. And then 45. So if I drop the Gilded Wings, I think I eat it, right? They still die, and then we come back. We at least address these Shade Wings. Do I ever ramp to a speed that wins from this state, though? Probably not. Take my Jeweler, thank you. It's okay to play this Dreg. I think I need to drip fall something here in order to not lose on this next wave. We never address 180 damage at this point. I need to get my units killed. So 30 comes in, 30 comes in, it kills the front line. The last 15 Shade Wings hits the Formless Child. So I drop the Gilded Wings and this still happens. And this bottom floor now claps me. But I think I have to do this. Oh, wow. It did something unbelievable. Okay, mid-floor looking bad, but we have our Piercing Mind Collapse to pop the frontliner. Good. We have an 80 by 2, which is pretty strong. I can play the Molten Encasement up top to clean the wave. Beautiful, beautiful. You play... What in the hell? I guess this works, right? You do Baron, Formless Child, they get killed front to back, and then you Hallowed Halls this, they get killed front to back, so Baron is killed, Formless Child dies, revives Baron, Hallowed Halls does not do anything, right? He doesn't come back, I just get him in the hand. He does now 260 damage. What in the world? Alright, we're gonna... Jesus. It's actually better than I thought. Oh no. Oh no, Formless Child, you're too good. Yeah, we play the Baron. The Baron, I mean, he gets clapped, actually, is how that works. Yeah, right, of course. Yeah, he gets sent to the Shadow Realm. How do I keep him alive? 45, 55 damage. You have to pop the Shade Wings, and then he clocks the front two. In which case I Memento Mori bottom floor. Yeah. It's fine. Take a morsel. Okay. Train Steward's here. We've run out of answers, sadly. So I get absolutely blasted. You play Train Steward up top because he burns out. We kill the front dude. Great job. Go team. I can plug 35 into the back man here. You play Formless Child on the bottom because the Baron dies above it. That's good. That means the Baron gets reformed again. Cool. Because the Train Steward gets hit by Rector. What in the hell is happening here? Let's see. 10, 10, and then he kills himself on spikes. I have a 50 damage molten encasement. I can do 85 here, actually. How does this math work out? 10-10 comes in, no damage shield. He attacks twice and takes 10. How's he dying? Oh, he's quick. So he quick hits off his damage shield with spikes and then 20 comes in. Curious. Okay. So he does 30. Rector does 36. Kills that dude. I play... This is weird. I play the Molten Encasement for 50. And then the Dreg for 35. We take 30. 45 damage. And I think I just live with the consequences of my actions. I take 15 for the trial. We didn't draw an answer on this turn. There were a lot of answers, right? Crushing Demise, this Mind Collapse would have done a lot of work because I could have gotten the Gilded Wings low, but you could also always send the Waxen Spike here, which... Does this even kill the dude? It's 125, 176 in the back. No, actually, it doesn't even kill him. So it's not worth it. I need to save that anyway. Alright. Fine. I don't die. I traded those shards for this. True. Alright. How are we approaching next? I have this Draft Baron doing 189 here. I picked up the Train Steward. He's feeling pretty good about life. I have a 110 damage Memento Mori. This is a pretty good draw. Okay. It's a pretty decent draw. I can Mind Collapse first. Or I can Mind Collapse. I want a 50-50 one of these heavies on bottom here. Because mid-floor, I think I can address. Right, I think I can pop that every time. Right, so I do 80 here. I think the Baron and friends are coming in middle. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play Train Steward friend, Draft friend. We actually clean up this whole floor and the Train Steward dies, which is probably perfect. Because I now can play the Formless Child on the bottom. So how you approach this is you play Crushing Demise first. This is an optimal hit. I did that because I need one of these enemies to kill Formless Child. I guess he would have killed himself, so it didn't really matter that much. Fair. That's fair. If I play Mind Collapse, I don't get Formless Child. So here's what you do. You do Formless Child, and we let it sit. Play Ember Cache somewhere. Fine. Cool. I want that because it reforms the Train Steward, and he starts getting scaled now. Man burns out on middle floor. Very good, very good. This is a moment where the burnout one on Formless Child would have been good to pick back up the Baron. Instead, what I think we do here is... My reforms are sparse. Rector's not getting a lot of value here. I think what we do is we play Molten Encasement in front. Train Steward middle. And I think we send it on a 6 attack Waxen Spike for 7 burnout here. Cool. And then I'm going to... Oh, we actually kill. Weird. How does this number work out, right? Because the Train Steward attacks into the Wilt Wings, killing it. So the 5 comes through and then hits for 118 on middle. So this Gilded Wing should swing on me, right? Oh, it's the lifesteal on the Molten Encasement because he's swinging for 105. What a ridiculous card. You actually just blast this front dude, though, and it's the same deal. I think it's fine. I don't play anything other than some Shade Splitters up top. Just take the Ember where you can get it. Yeah, I think that's right. Alright, let's send it. Oh man, look at that. Shade Wings clocked by Divine Infused Mallet. Beautiful. Alright. I think we win from this state. I'm debating... Let me look at the card for this Baron, because you could reasonably take a... He has Burnout 2, Burnout 2. They're sitting on Burnout 4 and 5 and 6 here. I think Hallowed Halls is probably wrong then, is what I'm leaning towards. Yeah. So what you do is you just play the Dreg, I suppose, and then you just Hallowed Halls the Dreg. Take that infusion. It's cool. Take a Train Steward up top, or I keep calling them Train Stewards, a Morsel. And we just... Doesn't actually matter what gets hit, I think. I don't want him to swing. I want him to die. It's fine. I think we do enough damage here, right? Yeah, we get it. Sure. Sure. We even save our lad. Wonderful. Cool. It's fine. Would the next floor have been so good? Not really, but I kind of knew that would work. We took 45 in exchange for everything, all said and done. Engulfed in Smoke, Sacred Wicks. I have an Endless Formless Child. What if I self-infused Formless Child? What if I still took this damnable infusion? No, because I'm duping the Baron, which is 15 here. And I take a 10. Yeah, alright, don't do this Formless Child suicide into Train Steward nonsense. We're already doing some off-the-cuff ridiculous crap. Prism Retrieval? You know, it's better than I might be giving it credit for. I do have a lot of excess Ember, and I might not see my Train Steward fast enough. I should probably click this. I will click this, actually, and there's a reason for it, because also Diligent. That's the 20th spell in my deck. Good. We go right. I must. Show me something good, video game. Multi-strike, maybe? Well, you know, Large Stone, you tried. This Temple is a 10 in piercing into the other Mind Collapse, which is actually probably optimal, all things considered. We take these. I don't know. Show me anything, please. Mask of Penumbra, Melting Spout, Rationing Scales. That costs me life. No, I'm basically, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to walk in to Seraph. I'm probably going to eat dirt, and then I'm going to take the full heal from Malika. And everyone's going to say there's no world in which that was correct, and yet it was correct. Damage shield 3 on what? Ugh, I don't know about any of that. Large Stone? Gross. As if. Give me a multi-strike. You know, this run sucks. I don't... This run is really something else. I've got... This run is so bad. What do you mean? No multi-strike. No holdover. Absolutely nothing good. The fact that I've even seen the stupid... the fact that I'm even fighting Seraph is a miracle of nature at this point. This is... Man... You know, I've said it a number of times, but when you crowdfund, you know, not crowdfund, when you crowdsource bad runs from people who play the game a lot, when I'm playing alone, it's really hard to find runs this atrocious. It's really hard to find runs this bad. And yet, when you have enough people crowdsourcing the runs, you find runs this bad. I very well could lose. I have hit absolutely nothing. I have a single Hallowed Halls, which is non-functional as a full line because I do not have holdover. I have resorted to Endless Formless Child with a Harvest 1, Dark Calling 2, Rector in order to carry the abyss that is this run. This is truly the worst run of Monster Train in this clan combo I have ever seen in the DLC. They didn't even give me another Burnout 1. They did not even give me that, which is outrageous. We're going to take a Battle Stone on Wickless Baron because I'm duping him, so I better do something, right? Alright. Is he even really worth the dupe? I guess. We're going to stay at 100 shards because hell no, this run sucks. Our relics are terrible. I mean, advanced prototype is some desperation nonsense. Everything about this run is desperation. The Teeth of Gold. What am I going to take? Flicker's Liquor? Here I have Hell's Banners. It's fine. I just buy removals because this... everything is so terrible. I want my 15 life back. Jesus. Endless Molten Encasement. Is this even good? Not really. It's one of those, like, it's kind of good, right? It's kind of good. My floor is going to look like Train Steward Baron, and I just hold Hallowed Halls that as many times as the game will let me. I just take double removals, I'm pretty confident. Go to 25 cards. This is, what, a plus 30? Yeah, alright, whatever, bro. I could take an infusion. No. Is Flicker's Liquor better than a removal? I don't think so. I would click Flicker's Liquor if I didn't have the Hell's Banners, but I do have the Hell's Banners. And we need all the power we can get, so... I would like to leave in one Dreg if possible. Right? One Dreg would be nice. It's nice to have something for Rector to do on floors or turns where I'm relying on Formless Child, right? Is it, though? I mean, you saw in those previous combats, I mean, the Molten Encasement was punching for 100 damage. It's actually pretty important to have random crap in here. But I can't remove spells because Diligent will body me, and I need to play spells. I guess I don't need to play spells every turn. What do I remove then? Shadesplitter is the worst card, although it does proc Hell's Banners pretty reliably, which is good. The worst card is Cannibalize? It was useful early in this run, but I don't think it gets a stamp here. I mean, it's already stamped, but you know what I mean. I don't think it gets carried on this run. If I do Cannibalize Dreg, go to 19 cards in the Diligent, as long as there are a couple turns where I don't play a spell because I don't need to, it's fine. I do want to go to 25 cards here, so we'll kill one Dreg. One. I like the secondary dude. And I think it's Cannibalize. This is the most awkward non-answer thing. It does kill a unit, which is marginally okay, but I'd like to time the kills with Formless Child instead now. There's some niche things you can do here, but I don't think that's it. Alright, and I'm going to put a plus 10 into this other Dreg. My man has earned it. Alright. Do we win? Man, I don't know. Looking at this deck, I want to talk through this before I hit the move on state, because that changes everything. Looking at this run, I would give it about a 50% chance we pulled it off. Is where I'm at. That's really low odds. Really low odds. There are a lot of problems with this. First of all, it's slow. Baron is an acceptable line for this, but I only have 2 of them. So it's not as great. The Train Steward is a stopgap because you usually want 3 units. 3 unit copies that are serviceable with our dude. And honestly, they're pretty similar, right? 2 damage shield in exchange for like 30 life, and otherwise they're basically the same, kinda. One has harvest scaling technically. It's fine. Our deck is, I don't want to call it lean, but it is the size of service for Diligent. There are a lot of bosses that could have made this easier. I would have removed spells more aggressively, left in a couple more dregs because the dregs are actually pretty decent. I would have cut some shade splitters, things like that, but this is just kind of how it has to be. I give our odds 50%. We've missed all of the good stuff in this run. Our line is jank. I don't want to call it experimental, but I'm mixing too many stopgap solutions, right? There's no glue here. It's just good stuff trying to carry, right? I'm relying on Big Wax and Spike for the end game. Like, it's not good. I haven't hit anything truly high rolly. Resin Block is kind of saving our run at this stage. Yeah, I don't know, man. And it's wild because a single holdover and I feel so much more confident in this run, right? A single holdover on this Hallowed Halls and it changes everything because I think we ramp way fast enough. I don't have to take that Formless Child. I don't know. We'll see. It's been a run. It's been a fun ride. If I lose, sure. Yeah, you got me. I could see this killing me. My odds are not great. I think there are lines where we win. There are draw orders that do it for me. I just need to see them. And, alright, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. I've navigated to this point. Let's go. 100 out of 100. Alright, Seraph. Let's see what you got. Okay. We'll try our hardest. We will try. Hallowed Halls turn 1. Acceptable. Purifier turn 1. Expected. Not good. Vengeful Shards. It's not good. Already looking pretty bad. I would like very much to set up top, but I also want to play the Hallowed Halls here. I think it is super correct to do so. I also think playing bottom floor may be good because I can use Formless Child to ascend the squad, and it enables Rector to replay things on multiple floors. It also lets me do Baron Hallowed Halls here. I'm going to burn Shade Splitter, I believe. Yes. Okay. I will play Baron, Excavator, Hallowed Halls. Good scaling. It's something. And then we put Rector down, and I could have gotten the Reg in this reform too, actually, which is not terrible. We eat it on this floor currently, but I'm going to plan on ascending things up. Yes. Fine, we get 2 reforms here. Fine. Okay, not great. Bad turn 1. What are we looking at? Man burns out on bottom floor? Not terrible. We have to play some stuff top, I think. Baron up top. Cool. He kills and dies. Good job. Go team. We get the Excavator back, who's popping for 40 here, which is pretty good, all things considered. Do I play a spell on this turn? I think I do. I want my reforms to be these 2 Barons, if at all humanly possible. I could put up an additional 87 on a floor. Interesting. Okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna put up an additional 87 on bottom here. Yeah, this Morsel Excavator absolutely blasts. It's fine. Let's see, this is 62, 106, and then 43 is 149, and we reach 181. If I play Drip Fall into the Purifier, I'm pretty confident we get an extra 20 here. Or I can just save spells. And I think I do need to conserve spells at some point in this combat, because it's not good. This is a pretty decent turn to do it. I do eat 2 curses. We haven't ramped yet, but we do get double Baron retrieval next turn, which is really strong. Ugh, scratchy voice. I've been talking for too long. Oh, excuse me. I need to take a sip of water. Oh, it's rough. All this talking. What a long episode. We're already at 2 hours and 14 minutes, and I haven't even hit Divinity yet. Okay. I think I need to conserve spells. We're almost there. Almost. Formless Child is going to accelerate this, I believe, as well, which I do like. Anything it brings back once I draw it is helpful. I think we save these spells, and we let this turn happen. Okay. Fine. I get the 2 Barons. We draw an absolutely abysmal turn. I expected this. Truthfully, I expected this entirely. I need to play top. I think this is Ember Cash turn. I need these in the discard pile for the redraw. Yes, good. I can then play Shade Splitter. I want to combat Ember Drain slightly here. Let's see, reforms are slim. True. I think I take the Jeweler in the pool, just so it's something. Top floor, we clean it up, right? The Baron that hits for 100 in front. The Baron that hits for 76 in back. We get through it. We get through the next 2 waves. In which case, I want the Jeweler up top then. Big Baron in front. Little Baron in back. Clean it up. Play all 3 curses. And we take the Shade Splitter. And I put the Magma Morsel in the Reform pool on bottom. It saves, I mean, very little into Rector, but it's fine. Okay. Fine. What do I draw? I finally see Formless Child, which is pretty good. I think this is a Spellburn turn, but on what? We clear top again. Man burns out. I'd like Rector to live then. How do I save Rector? By sacrificing these things? Yeah, okay. I'm going to take the 69 HP Dreg. Okay, who's dying? I would like Formless Child middle to bring back the Baron. It's an important scaling element here. Good. I will then play Dreg onto a floor. Right, I think I ping out what? I think I ping out with them. I burn a Mind Collapse here because I need to take this Memento Mori into middle. I'm pretty confident. Right? Yeah, and it doesn't matter. I can never reach 22 here, or rather 30 for the Purifier, in which case it doesn't matter if I play these Vengeful Shards first, right? I'm always playing it for just 10 value. So get rid of these curses. Fine. Good. Okay, now. Only 5 is coming into Rector here, which is kind of nice. It's actually 10. I can just put the Dragon front, though. Oh, but I should put the Dragon back, actually, right? Or do I put the Dreg up top? Take 1 curse next turn. The Dreg up top does a few things. It threatens a lot of damage to the Gilded Wing, potentially. It gives me some flexibility next turn. I am a little concerned, because this wave has not been touched. I should do it. I think it's worth the Ember Drain. Yeah, okay. We then immediately take Memento. Ooh, which one's better? I think I'm more worried about heavy, so we're going to burn the Mind Collapse here. Yeah, goodbye, friend. And I will take the Memento Mori for 90. Good. Okay, he burns out. He gets brought back. Actually, we hit the Rubble Morsel there with Formless Child, which is really sad, but fine. Okay. That's an unfortunate hit. Do I have anything else sneaking in there? No. Yeah, I know which turn that was even from. Damn, what a bad roll. It's fine. I think we're okay still. I want to get one of these morsels eaten, potentially. Train Steward come down and protect our bud. He burns out, which is great news. I need to... What is Prism Retrieval hitting? Molten Encasement? It's not bad, right? I can always get Ember back, right? It makes him free, which is not terrible. Eh? Let's play out the important stuff first. I would love to guarantee that Formless Child hits this Baron. To do that, nothing else can die on top floor. It's true. Look at this Morsel Jeweler hitting for 50. Good grief. Alright, I need to make sure that Formless Child does connect. So he's going middle. Top floor cleans up once I play this Baron. I think I will avoid Ember Drain and use one of these morsels. Probably the attack morsel. If I would... Well, it's got Burnout. I'd like to keep the Burnout. I'm going to play the Jeweler then. Cool. Baron comes into play. Cleans it up. Seems okay. We take rid of the self-mutilation. Nothing dies up here except for the Baron. Formless Child comes middle. Reform-wise... What? Oh, nice. Well, shame it's a stupid upgrade one. Upgraded purifiers are concerning, but I mean, it is better than a gilded wing here, I think. Do I win Relentless from this state? Absolutely not. I think I need to connect a few more Formless Childs on these Barons. But once that happens, maybe? Maybe. Get this Train Steward up in numbers. I think I play the Magma Morsel. My reforms for Rector are nothing right now. See, this man just burns out. I could just take this hit. Or I should do the 56 and eat him. You know, these morsels are surprisingly good for this nonsense, right? Surprisingly competent morsel damage here. 56, I mean, that's good, right? I want to take the 56 here, I think. So we'll eat him. It's okay. And I'm going to save spells again. I don't see enough value in this. Well, if I eat Drip Fall, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't get the kill with the Mind Collapse. If I got the kill with this Mind Collapse on the Purifier, I might seriously do it, but it's fine. I just saved my spells. Okay. Okay, it's fine. He burns out. We get huge draft. Burnout Man, excelente. Very, very good. Now, I can do better. Oof. If I play up top and I Crushing Demise one of these units, whichever Baron I hit, it's good. I don't have another spell, so sadly I send the Crushing Demise here. I also Molten Encasement saves Rector, which is pretty good. Although we played Train Steward with him first anyway. He's actually fine, never mind. It's free. Okay, so here's the deal. Big Baron enters the top floor. Great job, go team. I send Crushing Demise here. It hit the Dreg, sucks. Game sucks. You hate to see it. How much damage is coming through? He takes 5 from this, 10, 10, 15, so he dies perfectly. So sadly, I can never guarantee a reform on the right unit here. Oh, but I could... No, I don't ever get what I want. I don't think. No, I do not get what I want here. That's sad. We get the drag back, unfortunately. It is what it is, I suppose. Our Barons are looking pretty juicy. It's just a matter of them not burning out, but I do have the tool for it in this Wax and Spike. I want the Train Steward dead. I wish I could also get the Molten... I guess I could also get the Molten Encasement killed, but I really don't want to hit it with the Formless Child. You could put the Molten Encasement behind the Formless Child on middle. That works, actually. It does, right? Yeah, it does, totally. Cool. Alright, we clobber top. We pull back Super Dreg. I mean, I guess he claps, right? Look at this man, he's huge. Yes, we have a burnout on top, and we clean it up, which is extremely exciting. I've got a quick 140 damage Train Steward here. A 119 damage Dreg. Bottom floor is looking pretty terrifying, honestly. We're doing good. Yeah, Train Steward, get in there. He just kills a man. Dreg. Burnout 4. Yeah, get in there, bud. Formless Child must go middle. It is correct every time. Play the Mutilation out. We might... We've missed a couple Formless Childs that I think are... I don't think I could have played it better, right? It's the tough thing. I think, like, that Damage Shield morsel, I had to play it to not lose on that turn, and then that Dreg had to be on that floor, I'm pretty confident, in order to clean up the waves. So, I don't know. There was some RNG involved and some unfortunate hits. We could lose off the back of not getting enough Wickless Baron power-ups, right? And that would be unfortunate. But I think it will be fine. I would like to put the Molten Encasement in because it burns out here. Which is fine in advance of Relentless. We get some damage out of this floor, which is pretty cool. I take one more curse, or I could daze it and take no more curses. I've taken no damage into Seraph here, which is really terrifying. I'm going to actually block this curse, I think. On the turns I see these Excavated Embers, I'm going to send it on Wax and Spike, and we're going to hope for the best. True. True. I will take a Shade Splitter here. I'll burn that. Ember for next turn. Good. I'm going to daze the Curse Boy. I think that's good. Alright, this is what we get, so... The 168 by 2 Baron. It's pretty decent. This is only 300. We kind of expected this, though. Play the Excavated Ember. Fine. Okay, man burns out on top floor, which is excellent because Formless Child brings back man. Good. That is really critical to winning this, actually. We do clear out quite a bit here, actually. The 220 damage pop on Memento Mori. That's a lot of damage I want to put on that floor, yes. We'll have to see what top looks like. If Seraph goes to the Pyre, we lose, period. So I'm like, if I have to leak 30 on Light Wings here, it's whatever, because I'm taking Malika's gamble on the Divinity, right? We'll take Malika's event. I need the Pyre health on this run. So it doesn't matter, as long as I don't die here. Okay, first things first. Formless Child first. Always goes middle, 100%. It brings back our Baron. Truly blessed. Molten Encasement going bottom. Pretty good, actually. That's 450 into the boss now. Memento Mori. Yeah, this is good because the quick Train Steward will now one-shot the front two enemies here, instead of us having to chug through this dude. That represents a lot of damage into Seraph. Absolutely good. Okay, cool. Shard, Shard. Baron up top. I accept the 15. Truly, I accept this 15 from the Light Wings. I don't care about it. I could daze the Divinity, but the Seraph, but the problem is all my units that do damage are burning out, so it's fine. Okay, and then next turn, I hopefully see like Hallowed Halls with double Excavated Embers, and I just send it on top floor. Play the Wax and Spike, and hope for the best. They're looking pretty big. They're doing... Geez, that's a good number. That's 370 a pop. That's like 740 a round. We might have it. I could save the 15, but I really don't see a reason to. Let's actually run the math, because if I can save the Purifier curse, it's better. But if that costs me like 100 damage into Seraph, it's bad. Let's think it out. So, first round, 71-71. We kill the front dudes. Seraph clocks our Molten Encasement. Cool. If I drip the Purifier, I'm trading 119 into Seraph for the curse next turn. I draw 6 cards. I have 9 cards in my deck. I want to hit 3 of them in particular. I think it's worth it. I'm going to be real with you. I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think that's super worth it. All right, fine. I get the Baron back. He's huge. Good. Okay, I think that's worth it. Okay, 15, whatever. No big deal. I hit 2 of them. I have Formless Child trades up on Ember, which is kind of funny. Let's play the activated Ember first. It's fine. I'll take that 1 hit. We don't hit everything we want, but we hit enough of it. Right. Formless Child middle, because it brings something back that died earlier, and whatever it is can go on the Baron floor. So he chills. He comes in. Oh, never mind. I don't know if I can Hallowed Halls this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Space. If I play it right now on middle. Yeah, you play it on middle. I don't play it on the dudes up top, actually. Right. Hallowed Hall's middle here. One of them gets popped back. It's another 670. It's pretty decent, actually. The Molten Encasement chills up top, doing 100 damage. It's actually better to put it in the middle, right? It's kind of funny. Because he swings and then burns out. It's 100 damage better. And then I eat the Vengeful Shard, and we send it on Wax and Spike. And I play Immortal Trade in the front, and I think we win. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think we got Seraph. I don't want to call it, but I think we got him. Hey, we did it. It looks easy. Look at this floor. We easily win this. Easy. Game is simple. Game is so unbelievably easy, you don't even understand. Okay, cool. Seraph, get the hell off my train. 17 damage? Sure. Hey, Malika, how's it going? You know what I'm happy to trade? A couple damage on the Divinity in exchange for 104 Pyre health. Looks pretty good to me. If death is a loop, then... What is it? If time is a loop, then death is not the end? Sure, dude, sure. Alright, Divinity. That is the first time I've taken that in a long time. Alright. Time to big brain it. We're 2 hours and 30 minutes in. I'm on the final combat. There is a universe I win here. I get to pop the Wilt Wings on turn 1, which is excellent news. I have to play this at 2 Ember, which is cool with me. It's... Ooh, that's actually a pretty good Prism Retrieval here, huh? I don't have to worry about burning my spells, which is nice. Draft. I'm actually super okay playing bottom on Rector, oddly. That line worked pretty well. It's kind of an interesting one, huh? I think it was really good, though. Oh, he just gets chewed up. That's cool. I pop the back dude here. For sure. I should take a morsel. May as well. I don't need this much Ember for anything. Yeah, sure. Jeweler, why not, bud? Good job. Go team. I will drip fall, what, the Divinity? It's actually good that he dies. Well, is it? He burns out anyway, so we'll drip the Divinity. It's cool. I'm going to Mind Collapse. Cool. And I'm going to send Prism Retrieval. I'll take Molten Encasement, actually. This gives me a second Reform, and even though it gives a damage shield, it's really good. It only changes it by like 12 damage. It's fine. Yeah. It gives 2 good Reforms here. Formless Child is here. This actually is a really good draw order. I don't want to say I'm hopeful because it's still really early in the combat, but that is very nice. Because what you do is you do Baron that burns out middle, other Baron that doesn't burn out middle, right? I keep Formless Child goes bottom because it now brings back Baron. Train Steward comes bottom, so he dies. He burns out. I Mind Collapse for 2 now to kill the Shade Wings, which is the real threat on this floor. And I put in the Molten Encasement for another Reformed target. The Molten Encasement must go in the back. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Really good Reform hit there. Really solid overall. This floor terrifies me. Okay. We're migrating a little bit, but I think it's acceptable. I would love nothing more than to split up the Harvest wave. This wave is horrifying. Really good Wickless Baron death on middle. I'd like to migrate to top floor. Yes. Oh, and since he got reformed by the Formless Child, technically he didn't have his burnout extended. Kind of odd, but that's okay. He burns out, which is interesting. How do I ensure... do I sacrifice... I think I'm always playing... I have to be careful about Harvest. I cannot let this farm up on me. I have the life to eat some hits here. I'm always playing Big Baron up top. Train Steward, huh? He did come back. He is getting reformed. He's good. He does 80 damage here. I could put him on the bottom. I would love very much to use Molten Encasement to keep stacking stealth here, but I think it is suicide. This is tough. I wish I had an answer that just killed Darkwings here. I have a 60 damage Memento Mori. I need to get more units killed. Okay, I think it's Dreg first on top, in the back. It dies to sweep. Fine. I want to play the Baron now. Cool. It's 63-63. We actually just eat 18 from this Apprentice of Light, it looks like, at this point. We could fix it with the Train Steward here up top. It's not bad. It's not bad. 1. He walks up with 1. Where's my jack strips now? Walks up at 1. You could improve this. We could make this better. If I play the Molten Encasement up top, he dies, which means that there are 2 deaths, which makes 3 deaths. So at 3 deaths, we actually get 72 on the Baron, and we save 6 to the Pyre. I do want to avoid... I want to avoid harvests. The main concern I have is if I play the Formless Child middle, it does not die on this turn. So I think I just take the Formless Child on whatever the hell they give me, right? I think it's better. It dies in the back, which kills both units, and whatever the hell it reforms is fine by me. I would like to keep the Molten Encasement in play. What am I reforming here? Formless Child's endless. Baron might get hit by the Formless... No, it never does. It actually, the Formless Child always hits the Dreg here. Unless there's something in my pool and there's not. So, fine. Whatever. At least it hits something, is my opinion. Give me stats. So, okay. In that case, my reforms from Rector are Baron, Baron. And it is utterly critical that I reform those. So what you do now is you play the Molten Encasement middle in the back because it chills behind this Baron. I'm going to take 2 morsels here. I'll just take stats where they're shown. We play them into this Baron. It's fine. Sure. I will... What do I draw into next turn? Crushing Demise, a Memento Mori that's going to do an additional 400 damage. That's 100 into the Darkwings, I guess. I have pretty good odds of Crushing Demise into something important. That Hallowed Halls, if I can line up some really good Barons, pretty good. My hope and my current plan is Baron, Baron, middle, and we'll see how that looks. Yeah. There's really not much I need to dripfall here, right? I don't want to set anything else up. Yeah, it actually, nothing gets dripfalled. Well, I should dripfall one of the Resolve dudes, because who knows? He doesn't get a +1. Maybe that saves my run. It's a minor improvement, but it is an improvement. Yep, he comes back, he dies. We get the reforms on the 2 Barons. Good. Okay. Top floor looks pretty cursed. How am I approaching this? I think I do Crushing Demise middle and we just send it. Any of the 3 bigs they hit is good. Obviously Darkwings is preferred. Even the Redirector is not ideal, but fine. I'd love to try to send Chains, but I can't risk Rector here. So here's the deal. I need to stack top floor. Yeah, here's what we're doing. We're doing Baron, Baron. It cleans it up. I'm going to Hallowed Halls this floor because I need the extra burnout scaling, and the resin block stacks are huge. And I ordered it this way so that the Train Steward dies and powers up the Barons, and the bigger Baron gets the stats first. Gets all the stats, was the play. Yes. Honestly, really good order. Crushing Demise. Worst hit possible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's fine. We take Memento Mori here. Play the Ember Cache. I think I have to. Gosh, that's rough. We do kill 2 of them, I think. Let's see, 110 comes in. Maybe I draw something that does something else. Hitting that Spikes dude is pretty cursed. That's a 1 in 4. It's really rough, but I would like very much to play more Drag Death here. Sure. Sure. I'd actually like it to get reformed, maybe, possibly. Well, I mean, a +40 from Formless Child is pretty good. It's technically better than Rector, so I actually don't mind just putting Formless Child in to die, right? It's okay. Sure. And we chill. Okay, we'll see what this top floor looks like here. How's it looking? We killed 2 dudes. Hey, look. That dude I dripfalled is currently going to live and do 1 less damage per hit to me, which is incredible. How am I approaching this here? This man has a 240. He hits me 6 times. He does 66 damage to me. That's bad. That is, how do we say, all very bad. Molten Encasement saves Rector, which is good. Formless Child on what? This Dreg, I suppose? There's no reason not to. Just make this Dreg God, I suppose. It's fine, right? It's actually okay. Play the Weight of Contrition. Now I could Wax and Spike here. The problem with burning this Wax and Spike is this is my end game. This is how I win Relentless. Sending this here is a concern. Can I ever pop this man down? To Train Steward kill levels. No, I can't. If I play the Immortal trade on Train Steward, does he live? 16... He takes an additional hit, right? But it's not enough. This enemy has exactly 240, so he just kind of claps me here, and I don't think there's much I can do. I can't keep Dreg alive long enough to slap. Formless Child. Actually, if I play Formless Child in front, he picks back up that Train Steward, which is pretty huge value. So I do that. He dies, which grabs Train Steward here. I do love that. This man is deserving. We'll let them burn out, is the thing. I need to respect. Yeah, I need to respect here. That will address... I think we kill Chains. This is what? 260, 410. He might hit me a few times. I don't really think I have a choice. Take a Shade Splitter where I can get him. Fine. Ember is okay. 16 damage. Does this change anything ever? Let's see. Let me think about this briefly. This is my excess Ember here. Does it change anything? Real question time. So 110 is going into Dark Wings here. Okay, so that man has 130, has 35 life left. Cool. So we're wasting one of our 127s here on a 35 health man. You hate to see it. It's fine. I don't do enough damage here. There might have been a play if I didn't, like, you know, play Formless Child that gets him under the threshold, but truly, I mean, Formless Child hitting Train Steward is more value for the course of this run than whatever the hell this Clipped Guardian threatens me with. So, okay. This mill guy has 225 life. Yeah, that's what that number is. That is what that number is. Oh, he actually has more, right? He gets the extra 15, so he actually has 240 because Train Steward dies before we swing. Yeah, okay. I played the Immortal trade because it saves 10 life on Mr. Baron. Okay, so he has a 240. He's taken 127 here. And then... Oh, he's actually taking an additional 3 because Wickless Baron... Oh, I have to factor in Wickless Baron stats, right? Yeah, okay. So he's 260. Barons get 2 kills. So for +6, he's 133 then. So we do 133 into that. 127. This man is +6 on that. So 105. It's 22. Man, we are really 6 damage off. I should have maybe considered dropping Formless Child for 99 damage off this Guardian, which would have been 20 Pyre health. Yeah, it's tough. In that case, I think the right decision is to just work on the Gilded Wings down bottom. Never Wax and Spike on this turn. Yeah, it's a shame, but it's fine. We don't die from it. He hurts a lot, but we don't die. Mr. Train Steward does a big clap upstairs, kills Chains. Beautiful. Memento Mori straight up sends one of these Gilded Wings. Thank God for stealth on Rector. I'm glad I kept that thing in. It's currently dealing 135 damage, which is pretty cool. This is the last wave of terror. I think we addressed the mini-boss because there's nothing in the reform pool. So this Formless Child on middle always brings back Wickless Baron here, which is big. And you may not have noticed this, but I intentionally staggered the Baron's burnout numbers by 1. I don't talk about some of these things. I'm trying my hardest, but I don't want this run to take 5 hours, so it's fine. All right, I want to send mid-floor dude to the Shadow Realm for 200. I think that is going to be correct. Yeah, so here's the deal. I'm going to play Molten Encasement bottom floor. Makes sense. It dies. Great job. Now, the big advantage of this is that I'll give up the Ember Drain here because I kill the front dude with this Dreg, right? I think that is really, really important to do. I'm actually... How much damage is this? 14, 10? I'm going to daze Mr. Spikes dude, or rather Pyre Wings here. I don't want him to swing in, apply the Ember Drain here. Weight of Contrition out, Memento Mori middle. Do I burn Excavated Ember here? No, because if they showed me any of the good cards, I wouldn't want to play them. We'll save it for the next draw. I think we get through the next wave, thanks in large part to Formless Child. Wow. Have you ever heard anyone say that? Real close. We get through Chains. That's a 200 damage Baron. Beautiful. Crushing Demise. I'll take a 240 hit there. Now, top looks bad, but that only looks bad because we do not have the other Baron in play. Where's the best place to put him? Anything that gets hit here by Formless Child is incredible, by the way. So, Formless Child, let's go. Honestly, Burnout bottom. Dude, this Molten Encasement is doing 160 damage. This Dreg is doing 119. This Dreg is representing massive value on my floor right now. We'll keep stealthing up bottom floor. I think it's correct. Baron, 192, 192. 105, 105. We play him middle, and we clear everything pretty comfortably here. And we bleed over 132. Excellent. Vengeful Shard. I would prefer not to play my Hallowed Halls on this turn. So instead I take double Shade Splitters here. I may as well pump up bottom floor, right? It's fine. I have the stealth to help. Cool. Alright, top floor is cleared. I think with the Sacrificial Resurrection hit, we should address the other stuff. This is the Relentless floor on bottom. Right, so nothing is in the reform pool. You love to see it. We will now play Train Steward up top, Baron up top, and I Hallowed Halls this floor. Excellent roll. Excellent roll. We clean it up. Oh, is it happening? It might be. This is my Relentless floor here. We excavate. I actually think this is my Wax and Spike turn, right? It's so much Ember here. I think so, actually. Formless Child is no longer required here, I don't believe. I Mind Collapse Spikes away to save both damage shields on Train Steward. I Drip Fall the Divinity to save some of those hits. I play the Excavated Ember at long last. Yeah, we're going. Burnout on bottom. Yeah, dude, this Molten Encasement just keep coming back, dude. It's fine. It's cool. All right, first order business. Dripfall the boss. Yeah, good. Save some hits. I will redraw, so I think dealing with the Spikes person saves a lot of value on Mr. Train Steward. I can take... I don't care that I missed out on some damage, right? It's all about the Burnout 4 here. Burnout 9 wins from this position. Yeah, cool. We're going. Cool. True. I can pop the Shade Wings here, which is pretty good. And I can double Dripfall the Absolvers? Wow. Huh. We pop Shade Wings, of course. I could actually Dripfall things off of my Relentless floor, which is pretty potent as well. Just don't even have to think about them. Is that just better? I think it is actually just objectively superior. You just completely neuter this wave. Let's hit the Hallowed Halls. Yeah, okay. Let's hit Excavated Ember here. See what I draw into. Ah, it's a bad one, but it's fine. Is there ever a world I Hallowed Halls bottom floor here? It's kind of weird. I think I would rather reform these two dregs. What do I value more here? This... I think just playing into Relentless is the best decision. I also think playing Hallowed Halls here is incorrect on top. I want this Burnout. Yeah, so here's what I'm doing. I'm going to drip one of the Wilt Wings off of middle. I'm going to drip the Divinity for 11 here. There's also a universe. I didn't vocalize it. I could have double dripped the Steel Slate and just not even looked at him for this turn and done an additional 600 into the boss. But I think this is fine. I play Shade Splitter, put it in the back down on bottom, and we chill. I think we have this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That feels good. That feels good. The hardest run of Monster Train that I have pulled a victory out of. This is a 3-hour episode. Oh my god, hit X. We're done. We win. Wow. Wow. How? I can't even begin to describe how difficult that run was. I've made some fun jokes about impossible sentient run and just like some truly cursed nonsense, but this run was unfreaking believable. I want to go to the challenge. Whoever the submitter was, I don't even remember who you were at this point. Do not feel bad. This is the worst run of Monster Train it just keeps getting worse. Wow. 3 hours and 2 minutes. I mean, there's not much to say here. This person died to Ring 4. Like, yeah, I mean, I actually think every single decision I made was utterly critical to winning this run. Absolutely. Every single pivot, every single harebrained idea, every single bizarre scaling line, every single choice. I don't think there's a single mistake I could have afforded in this run, which is unbelievable. So, I mean, immediately, Harvest 2, I knew Dark Calling was so critical to my winning line. A second Wickless Baron, honestly, I think you needed Alloyed Construct for that mid-game. Period. You did. You skipped Immortal Trade. I think you would have lost for that too. There were turns where that mattered so much. It's unbelievable how much these things mattered. And I mean, you didn't even see a lot of the other things at that point. Things like Draft, Molten Encasement, critical. absolutely critical this run. Let me look at this for you. I'm gonna look at my run. We're gonna talk through this fast because I spent an unbelievable amount of time on this run. Every single decision here was pivotal. Things down to leaving a single dragon, so this guy was clapping for 150s. Things like going to Dark Calling 2. Things like taking Resin Block, which I don't think this person saw. Yeah, I mean, without seeing that Resin Block, I think you lose, right? Uh, Things like quick Burnout 1 Train Steward as a critical component of my winning line because I couldn't see enough dupes to solve my problems. I have a plus 25 Battlestone Wickless Baron. This is this run is so cursed. I have endless formless child. I don't even know what to name this episode. I don't even know. I tell you what though, when I have a really long run, I always give you a keyword, and if you post this keyword in the comments, I'll know you listen to the whole video. And if you listen to this whole video, all 3 hours of it, whoa, you deserve a gold medal, man. Like that's a gold star on your report card, if you even have those. I don't know, man. This our keyword that you can put in the comments to let me know that you saw this whole episode is formless child, because this child, I guess objectively it's a child, this thing was critical. This the endless formless child BS that I pulled off here, because let me tell you something. I always talk about Dark Calling and how you want another reform card in the event where Rector cannot reform everything. And usually it's something good, like Molded or Wick Blaze or something. In this case, it was frickin' Formless Child. His scaling was so utterly pivotal to this run. I can't even begin. Immortal Trade saved my life. Both Mind Collapses with 10 and Piercing saved my life. Prism Retrieval actually provided huge value by drawing out my tomb sooner on the Divinity. Like, Wax and Spike was my relentless combo finisher. Crushing Demise was the only way I didn't lose. Like, Ember Cash saved me and provided a burst turn for Wax and Spike. Hallowed Halls helped. Memento Mori clapped enemies. Like, every single one of these cards was critical. The stupid advanced prototype train steward is like the hero with formless. What is even happening? And then to top it all off, that stupid Malika heal event saved my run. It doesn't actually show me. That's weird. I took 66 damage on the Divinity to the first harvest wave because I hadn't ramped yet. And I did not have 66 life walking into the Divinity. I knew, and in that moment, that yeah, Malika's full heal gets taken. That Malika full heal saved our lives. And I had been planning around that for like 5 rings. This whole run is incredible. Just absolutely abysmal. If you want, and I'm going to put this in the description, if you want to try this run on your own blind, Godspeed, man. This run sucks real hard. Oh, wow. I have spent 3 hours of my life recording this. My voice is destroyed. I was hoping to record 2 episodes. Like hell, am I recording another one? But I have recorded for you, the viewer, this unbelievable banger of an episode. So, hell yeah, brother. And that brings us up to 30 on the series. All that work for +1. This should be worth like 2 wins, man. I don't even know. Anyway, that's enough. I was mad, I was sad, I was cursing the video game, I was cursing RNG. I had the full gamut of emotions on this run, and by some miracle, we pull it off. So, whew, I need to go to sleep. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. Seriously, all 3 hours of it if you got here. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.